Hey guys. Okay, so I'm really excited about this one today because I actually have moved my desk in my bedroom. And the reason is because my kids actually got VR headsets for Christmas, and apparently they're very exciting and very loud. So this is like my little corner here, the nick and cranny that I could find that is quiet. So here we are. I'm very excited about it though, because I feel like I have so much more room. And then also I have a vanity light in front of me. So the lighting is amazing here. So yeah, and also this is the reading that we're going to do, and it is you and them. And I love doing this reading because I feel like, and I also get a lot of feedback on this one as far as, I feel like you guys feel that this is kind of like the most informative type reading, most helpful, because really you're getting to see not only what your person's thoughts, feelings, and actions are, but you're also getting to see kind of some things about within yourself that maybe you're not seeing, and how your energies are connecting with one another. So it's very detailed. These are pretty long readings. Guys, I know my readings are pretty long, and some of y'all don't tend to like that very much. A lot of y'all do, but I just want you to know that even though they're long, they are very, very detailed. And I don't do any kind of extended readings like a lot of people do that do longer readings like that. I fit mine all into this free YouTube video, okay? So, you know, kind of take that into consideration. That is one of the reasons that my readings tend to be longer than some of the others. And also, to be honest with you, I am a little bit slower. I want to make sure that I'm getting everything out exactly the way Spirit's trying to bring it through. I don't want to kind of misjudge anything. I don't want to get any kind of misinformation out there. So I have to, you know, be true to myself and be kind of patient with my own self in a way. Okay, so we have 3 piles here to choose from. I don't have any crystals today. So what we're going to do here is these piles that you're choosing are going to be your energy. And then I have different decks that I'm going to use for your person's energy. And actually, I think I'm going to show y'all those as well. So the first deck that we have here is the Lunar Soul Tarot. And for your person's energy, I'm going to use this as the Wizard Tarot. Then for pile 2, this is the Cosmic Slumber Tarot for you guys. And then let me grab these. For your person's energy, I'm actually going to be using this is the Spellcaster's Tarot, okay? And for pile 3, this is the White Newman's Tarot. And for your person's energy, I'm going to be using the, just one second. I'm going to be using the Uncommon Tarot. And this is a really good, really pretty deck. Okay, guys, so pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, timestamps are down below, and I'll see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. So if you chose this is the Lunar Soul Tarot, then this is your reading. So Ruby has already jumped up on my table, decided to join us, propped herself up in her little spot there. I think she's gonna like this setup a lot more because I do feel like I have a lot more space for some reason. I don't know why. It's the same table. It makes no sense. Okay, so y'all can't see my big old huge blue velvet chair that I'm sitting in, but I never get to sit in this chair. It's like a I don't know, decorative type chair, and it's super comfortable. I'm really excited to be sitting in it. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna get all of your thoughts, feelings, and actions out. Then we're going to do your person's thoughts, feelings, and actions. And then I'm going to do some connecting energies with a different tarot deck. And then I'm going to actually get a few oracle cards for you, a few oracle cards for your person. So this layout's going to be pretty big, and it's going to take me a little bit of time to get there. If you want to go ahead and fast forward to the timestamp where I already have all the cards out, be my guest. The only thing that you'll really miss is just me naming the cards as I pull them out. Sometimes I reference them during the reading, but sometimes I don't. So, okay, so Spirit, we want to know about Paul One's thoughts. What are their thoughts towards their person? What's Paul One's thoughts towards their person? Wow. So we start with the Magician. We have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. The Seven of Discs. What about Paul One's feelings, Spirit? What? Okay, take those. Wow. So we have the Lovers. The Three of Swords in reverse. And the Six of Pentacles. That says a lot. Okay. So what are Paul One's actions towards their person? Well, those just wanted to come out, I guess. It's kind of strange how that happened. We have the Five of Wands in reverse. These are for your actions. The Hermit in reverse. Okay, that one's strong energy there. Four of Cups. Your bottom of the deck energy is Page of Wands. Okay, let's go ahead and get your persons. This is the the Wizard Tarot. What are you doing, Ruby? For some reason, this tarot deck, I always have a hard time shuffling it. Not really sure why. Just do. Well, that wanted to come out. I have the Eight of Pentacles as far as their thoughts go. How one's person's thoughts, Spirit. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. Y'all both have the Ace of Pentacles. Yours is in reverse and your person's is upright. So what about their feelings, Spirit? What is Paul One's person's? Okay, well, that wanted to come out. The Seven of Wands. Death in reverse. That is an awesome looking card there. The Knight of Pentacles. What about their actions? What is Paul One's person's? So we have Strength in reverse. The Nine of Wands in reverse. One more, please. One more. And the Ace of Cups in reverse. Their bottom of the deck energy is the Two of Swords. Okay. So for your connecting energies, I'm actually going to use this tiny deck. It's called the Journey Tarot. It's a pocket deck. Okay, so what are the connecting energies for their thoughts? What's the connecting energies for their thoughts, your Spirit? Thoughts. The Four of Cups in reverse. Okay. So what is the connecting energies for their feelings? What's the connecting energies for their feelings? And the Five of Wands in reverse. What about their actions? It's the connecting energies. The Six of Swords. Wow. Okay. We have Temperance on the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to leave that out, but I am going to remember that. Okay, I'm also going to get some oracle cards. These are the Sacred Forest, I believe. Yeah, Sacred Forest oracles. Ruby, honey, you're going to have to scoot over, babe. I got to put some cards there. So let's see what oracles are for your energies. What oracles are for Pile 1 here, Spirit. We have Wizard of the Forest. I'm sorry, Wizard of the Woods. Focus. What about Pile 1's person? What about Pile 1's person? We have Willow Spirit, flexibility. It's the number 48. You have the number 50 here. Okay. I think that's probably enough for now. I do want to get some more oracle cards. We'll use those for advice. And then also I'll probably get some message cards towards the end of the reading. Okay, guys. So let me get comfortable here in my big old comfy chair. Ruby, honey, you're sitting right on their oracle card, baby. Can you scoot over just a hair? Can we do this right here? Thank you. Okay, guys. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to pick up on the energies that I'm feeling here. There's definitely been some pain in this connection, for sure. For sure. I do feel the one place that you and this person are both struggling currently is pertaining to feelings here. These feelings are heavy. There's a lot of fear coming from your person's side. A lot of doubt as well. Okay, guys. So I'm going to actually start with your energy so that you know if you resonate with this or not. And I'm going to start with your bottom of the deck energy. So for your bottom of the deck energy, you have the Page of Wands. It's in reverse. Under that, you have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So, Pile 1. I feel as if you're in the energy towards your person currently as of, I feel like you kind of just don't know what to do in this connection. I feel like you feel like this connection's very, very ungrounded. I feel like you don't even have a clue where you lie with this person. If how this person feels for you whatsoever. It's like you're kind of just been left out in the dark here. You're desperately wanting, wanting to take action here in this connection is there. But I also feel like you're trying to be a little strategic when it comes to that. I feel like you're really trying to focus in on not only what you're feeling, but trying to integrate those feelings towards taking some kind of action here. You're really paying attention to yourself and the way that you're feeling about this internally. And I feel like this has a lot to do with some sort of past heartbreak here, like we talked about. I feel pain in your energy. So first, I guess let's start here with your thoughts about this person and this connection. I do feel, like I said, I feel like you are, you know all the potential that you can see in this person within your connection. That's very apparent here. And I feel like the want to have a new beginning here, a new grounded beginning here is there. And also, I also feel like you are wanting to invest in this connection. You're wanting to invest in this person. This is your thought process. This is where you're at. You know, you can't see yourself not investing in this connection because of all the potential that you can see in this person with you. Now, as far as your feelings go, like I said, I do feel like there was some kind of past pain here. I feel like maybe it's very possible because of the energy that this person's currently in, especially for their overall energy. I do feel like in the past, I feel as if maybe this person didn't want to invest into this connection the way that you wanted to invest in this connection. And I feel like you had to go through like a period of time here to where you had to grieve through this loss of this connection from the way that you imagined it, the way that you were wanting to invest in it. You definitely see this person as someone that could be a partner to you, that you see this person as being you choose this person as far as the lovers go. And you're trying to heal past all that grief and all that pain and possibly heartbreak that this person's caused you. And you've actually gotten yourself capable of being able to do that to the point to where now you feel like you are ready and able to give to this person, whereas before you weren't because of the heartbreak that was caused. So you had to go through this, Ruby, honey, really? You had to go through this process of healing your hurt, okay? So that you could move forward and that you could, honey, I got to see these cards. You cannot sit right there. Stay right here, okay? Sorry, guys. She's got to be the center. No, baby. Okay, fine. Just stay there. Don't move. I think she went right back where I put her. Or where she was. Naturally. So you're wanting to give to this person again because you feel like you're ready. You feel like, okay, I've been through this grief. I've been through this whole process. I might not have been prepared or able or ready to be around this person in the moment, but now I feel like I'm there. I feel like I've kind of dealt with this pain that was caused in this connection. And I feel like, honestly, that you kind of offered a cup to this person and they didn't take it. And not only I feel like did this person not take your cup, but I feel like they kind of left you in the dark when it came to that. I think that things got too intense for this person. Like I said, there's a lot of fear here. And a lot of worry here. But like I keep kind of saying about your feelings, I feel like that you have gotten to the point to where you're capable of kind of moving on past this. And you know this about yourself. You know that you're there. You know yourself. And you know that you're at the point to where you're able to approach this person and kind of have this equal flow of energy towards this person without having that heartbreak or pain there. As far as what you feel, I also feel like that you haven't been around this person in probably quite some time. So these feelings are just kind of more so assumptions of the way that you're seeing this connection now. I don't feel like you've actually been face to face with this person, and that kind of tells me that in the middle right here we have the 5 of Wands in reverse as you're connecting energy as far as your feelings go. So it's almost like you still feel that tension internally, right? Because I don't feel like that you've been around this person for a while. I can also see that in their energy because that's where a lot of the fear and worry come in. Okay, so your energies are kind of telling me here as far as your actions go. Let me show you what's strange here. When it comes to your actions, you actually have the 4 of Wands, which is a connecting energy, but here it's in reverse. for you, it isn't here for your actions. You also have the Five of Wands here, which is part of the connecting energy for your feelings. So I do feel like that you're pretty on point when it comes to being able to understand like where this connection is and how you feel about this connection. But as far as your actions go, it's like you're just kind of building up that tension internally. I feel like you are trying to avoid any kind of conflict in this connection. So you are still kind of isolating yourself in a way. You're kind of withdrawing yourself from a whole lot of interaction here with this person. That doesn't mean that you're not interacting whatsoever at all, even though I feel like this person's not doing a lot of that either. I do feel like you've just kind of pulled yourself back. You've kind of, you've done all this work. You've gone through all this process, being able to get over this heartbreak, and now you're just wanting to sit in that, and you're trying to avoid there being any kind of mishaps here when it comes to this person again. Okay? Now you also have the Four of Cups here, and this is upright for you. And I feel like it's almost like you're not really wanting to look at what was on the table at one point. I feel like, Pile 1, that you are not wanting to address the fact that your cup of love is still there. And that you're still kind of holding on to that when it comes to this person. And so I also feel like you're having a hard time with, I feel like internally you're so focused still on the fact that, and I don't feel like this is something that you're wanting to admit to yourself, because I do feel like you're still trying to avoid a heartbreak all over again. But there is a huge cup of love that you have for this person. And you're really feeling isolated when it comes to that. This person could have rejected you, which I do feel is like maybe not what this person's intentions were, but this is the way that it came across for you. This is the way that you felt. This person kind of rejected you and rejected your offer. And I feel like you're in this energy of not even really wanting to address even interaction with this person, because even though you feel like you're able to be around this person and your emotions, you'll be able to balance those emotions out, and that will be okay. I feel like you don't know how deep you'll be able to interact with this person, because I think that you know that those emotions can come back up so easily, that you're very sensitive to that. And so it's not that you're not wanting to interact with this person. It's that you're not diving back into a, tight connection with this person, because of the fear of that cup of love that you're just kind of hanging over your head there of what happened. The offer that wasn't taken here. Okay. So let's move on here to your person's energy. Let me get a drink. So their bottom of the deck energy is the Two of Swords. This person is overall in the energy of making some decisions right now. And this is not something that they are expressing to you whatsoever. You have the Four of Pentacles that's underneath this, and also the Five of Pentacles in reverse there. I do feel like this person has felt isolated from you in some sort of way, and I know that has a lot to do here with you and how you've kind of pulled back here. It's almost like your person recognizes that that's there, and they know. Your person understands what's going on with you internally. Even though they still have some illusions there, some crazy ideas that come up within them, whenever they balance those out and they kind of ground themselves, they know kind of exactly what is indicating what energy you're putting off over here. They know. They know that they kind of left you kind of in the dark. They know that they've kind of pulled back their self from you. They know that they've gotten overwhelmed here. And it's almost like this person's in this energy of wanting to kind of make up for that. It's like they've spent this time on their own, alone, and now they're wanting to come back in. That's very, very, very much so right here in their thoughts, okay? Their feelings are a little bit still all over the place, and their actions are still kind of out there, and that's because they're still in this energy of trying to decide how they're going to be able to do this, and kind of keeping that to themselves as well. They want to remain open, okay? They want to remain flexible here. Your oracle here with Wizard of the Woods, it's like, first off, you're in the woods, and you are, it's also the number 50, which is, the number 5 is about change, intention, and you do have the 5 of Wands here in reverse, and I feel like you are kind of within yourself right now. You're kind of in your solitude, okay? And you're kind of feeling that tension in this connection. But you're just trying to focus on that tension. You're trying to figure out what to do with that tension that you feel and how the best way is to move forward and address this. Your person's in a completely different type of energy here. They're wanting to work on this connection. They're trying to make a decision how they're going to kind of come forward towards you. And they want a new beginning here. They also decided here that they're going to be more flexible when it comes to this connection. This is something that your person's really wanting to work on. I feel like they are being kind of divinely guided right now as at this point. I also feel like this has a lot to do with their emotions, whereas before maybe they didn't offer so much of that. This here is the number 48, reduced down as the number 4, which is about that stability. It's also divine masculine energy as well. But I do feel like your person is wanting stability here. I feel like they're tired of kind of being in that worry or that lack energy, and they're wanting to have some kind of grounded stability in this connection, and they're willing to be flexible about it. They're kind of wanting to come in and kind of work on this whichever direction that you're wanting to work on this. It's like they want to come in and kind of read your energy to see kind of where you are, or build this up from kind of, you know, whatever happened in this connection. It's like the crumbling parts, they kind of want to help kind of put that back together. The number 48 added up is the number 12. Now that added together is the number 3, which is about growth. So we have the number 4, which is about stability, and the number 3, which is about growth. The number 8 here is also about mastering that and moving things forward, progressing. And I feel like this person is wanting to kind of progress, wanting to kind of take action here. You know, number 8 is also kind of a number of action. And there's a lot of strength behind that. You know, it's the strength and tarot. And I feel like this person is really trying to find the courage that they need in order to face this whole situation with you, in order to like rebuild this up. Their thoughts are all about that. Everything that I just said, their thoughts are very much so focused on all of that. The 8 of Pentacles is here, which is about wanting to work on this. Their thought is they want to work on this connection. It's also the number 8, by the way, which we just talked about here. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. When the Wheel of Fortune's in reverse, it's like this person knows that there was no kind of completion here in this connection. They know that there's things that need to be mended, things that need to be worked on in order for them to be able to have this new beginning, grounded beginning here with you. They want an opportunity here for this. They want an opportunity to kind of mend what has happened in this connection. Now, when it comes to their feelings, I feel like this person still is a little bit defensive when it comes to their feelings. And I feel like that has something to do with the fact that I think they're afraid of things changing in this connection. I think this person is kind of also a little worried about investing emotionally in this connection because of the pain that they've caused you in the past. I feel like they don't want to do that again. This is, again, something that they're kind of holding on tight to right now. They're still being in this defensive energy. Is kind of like they don't know where you actually lie with them emotionally. They don't know how you're seeing them, how you're wanting to address this with them, whatever happened in the past here. So they're kind of keeping their guard up a little bit because they don't know whenever they come in, what they're really coming into. They don't know where you are here. That's why this fear is here. This fear of things, of changing, trying to cling on to what was in this connection. It's almost like your person's in their head and they're trying to cling on to the fact of everything that you've said to them in the past about how you felt about them. It's almost like they're trying to kind of hold on to that idea and not let these illusions get to them. And the reason is because this Knight of Pentacles, they want to come in with this offer. They want to bring you something. They want to work on this. The Knight of Pentacles is the hard worker, the one that takes the action towards working on something. And this is in their feelings here. This is something that your person, I feel like over time, this person has kind of started to develop, and it probably has something to do with the fact that there was a break in this connection and this person had time to themselves. And sometimes when you're in a break like that and you have time to yourselves, you realize that maybe some new emotions come up, which is what happened with this person pertaining to you that they didn't recognize before. And, they say sometimes if you want to know how much you care about somebody, spend some time away from that person, and you'll realize how much you miss that person. I kind of feel like that's what happened to your person here. So they're holding on to what the ideas of everything that you offered them before here, okay? But here's the thing, when it comes to their actions, even though they're in this energy of wanting to address some of their emotions that they feel here, which, by the way, they do have this new this new emotion of love that's come out of nowhere. They're not ready to kind of offer that part over to you. There's two new beginnings here. You have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, but the Ace of Cups is in reverse and it's part of their actions, okay? This is why the Two of Swords is here. This is why the Four of Pentacles is here. These gates here, look at this. In this house, this is just like locked shut. You see that? There is all kinds of stuff on those doors. They're not letting anyone in there. And this person hasn't really decided that they're going to open themselves up emotionally yet. In this moment, that's not to say that they won't, because they're thinking about it. The thought is still there. But it's just to say that this person's not capable. They don't know what they want here quite yet. And until they're able to connect with you and read your energy and kind of see where you are, to know where to be comfortable, to know what's safe, they're going to remain in this defensive type energy and kind of hold themselves back here. When it comes to their actions, they don't have the courage that they need. And again, this is strength. This is the number 8, and this is the card that I was also referencing here before. They don't have the strength that they need. They're trying to build up on that, but right now they don't have what they need internally to be able to just come to you and offer you this, this Ace of Cups. Even if these cards were upright and this person had the courage to offer you this Ace of Cups, you still have this Nine of Wands here in the middle. Even if this Nine of Wands was upright, that is an energy of that being a challenge for them to have to do this. This is very, very, very difficult for your person. And then, like I said, until they feel your energy and see kind of where you are, because right now I feel like they have no idea where you are because you pulled back from them in the way that you have. I feel like your person recognizes that you're still kind of giving to this connection, but how much? How far? Are those feelings still there like they were before? Are you over this person? Are you upset with this person? You know, that this year are all the questions that they have left unanswered. And like I said, they're fearful that a lot of that's changed for you because of the heartbreak that you experienced in this connection. They know they messed up, okay? This person knows that, but they weren't ready at the time. Emotionally, their feelings weren't in the same place that yours were. But when it comes to their actions, guys, they're still kind of holding on to this cup, okay? They know that they're going to have to end up being the ones that offer you that cup of love, because you've already done that before in the past. They missed that opportunity there. They know that they're the ones that are going to have to bring this. But like I said, they're not capable of that yet. They're kind of delaying those plans, okay? Because of the lack of courage, the lack of knowledge, the lack of knowing. Now, like I kept saying, the Two of Swords here is showing me that there's just kind of indecisive now. But the reason is because of your energy and not knowing where you are. So let's talk about this connecting energy here that goes down the middle. If you can see them. So you have the Four of Cups in reverse as far as the thoughts. Well, I feel like you and this person are both wanting to kind of reconnect, if you will. I feel like the both of you are at this point where you both recognize that there was definitely missed opportunities in this connection for whatever reason, and they're very different for the both of you. And I feel like you're both wanting to start fresh. You're both wanting to have this new beginning, or to change this connection. Start somewhere completely over. I'm sorry, baby girl. I'm going to have to move you. I need to see these. You wanting that new beginning is there. Y'all both have the Ace of Pentacles here. But this person knows that they're going to have to be the ones to kind of bring in that offer. You know that you're not going to be the one to bring in that offer, because even though you're wanting to invest here, see, your thoughts of, yes, I want to invest in this connection. Yes, I want this opportunity in this connection. And yes, I see the potential here. Your person says, yes, I want to work on this connection. Yes, I know there's things that we need to fix in this connection that I need to come back and kind of mend. And yes, I want a new grounded beginning, a new opportunity here. So it's very obvious that y'all both miss one another, okay? Very obvious. And it's also very obvious that you both know where you lie as far as who should be providing what in this connection at this point. Your person knows that they're going to have to be the ones to take the lead on this. And I feel like you're allowing that to happen. I feel like you're allowing that to take place. I feel like you maybe have led this person to believe that you do want to invest in this connection. And that's why that, wanting to work on it and offer is there for them. But I think that they also are very much aware that you're not going to be the one to be running in there and offering them anytime soon. They're going to have to be the ones to do that. And that's because of the past that y'all shared together. So, for your connecting energies, baby girl, you got to be right there. Just stay right here, honey. So, for the connecting energies, you have the Five of Wands in reverse. Okay. Guys, that's that tension. That's that tension that you're feeling internally. That's that tension, that building up. Just, you're both trying to avoid any kind of conflict when it comes to your feelings here. It's like you're both walking on eggshells. You are in this energy of, I just went through all this, you know, hurt and this pain, and I don't want to have to experience any of this again. And your person's in this energy of, I'm still a little bit defensive because I don't know where, you know, you lie. I don't know what you're wanting or where your emotions lie. So I'm going to keep my guard up until I know for sure if you are emotionally still connected with me in this connection, if I have another chance with you. So that tension is building, right? And you're both trying to avoid any kind of explosive, I feel like you're both trying to really avoid argument here over the past. I feel like, in a way, you're both like understanding where each other sits when it comes to that, and you're just trying to move on past it without actually discussing it. Just trying to understand what happened and kind of move on past it. Now that's as far as your actions go. The connecting energy is the Six of Swords. So you're both wanting this transition, right? You're both wanting to release whatever happened in the past here and move into calmer waters. And it's like you're both wanting, okay. They just said not wanting, they are, okay. So you both are choosing, okay, to move into calmer waters. You're coming in with still your energy's kind of drawn back there, and it's because of this trying to avoid this conflict there. So you're really watching what actions you put into this. Your person's coming into it well aware of what they want in this connection, and that they want to kind of explore these new emotions that they feel here in this connection, but still being very defensive about it because they definitely want to stay in this calmer space with you, which is what you both want here. You're both finding your balance there, and you're finding your balance with one another. That's the overall energy of your connecting energies, is this Temperance right here. And if you notice on this card, one of her feet are in the water and the other one's on the ground. And that's part of this person's energy. They have a lot of pentacles here. They're really wanting to focus in and ground on that, okay? And you have a lot of swords, and you have a lot of love, a lot of cup. You know, a lot of nostalgia type energy on your side. You're very much in these emotions here. But you're equally wanting to give in this connection. Your person knows that they're the ones that have to do the grounding. Okay, so I'm going to actually get some... I'm going to get some Hidden Truth oracles for both of you, to see what y'all would say to each other in this connection. And then I'm also going to get some more oracle cards to get some advice for both of you. Okay. So what would pile 1 say to their person? Oh, okay. So you have 2. Just being near you is intoxicating, and I love you unconditionally. Okay, let's see what else. What else would pile 1 say to them? I know I crossed the line with you. That explains some things. What else would pile 1 say? Sometimes I stay awake thinking of you. See, that's that 4th Cups energy. Honey, this cat. You cannot sit right there. Oh, good gravy. Okay, so let's see what your person would say. Marley, honey. Marley. Sorry, that's my dog's name. Stay right there. Stay right there. No. Why do you need to be right there? You do not. They cannot see what these cards say. Stay over here. Don't do it again. Sorry, guys. She has to be like right in the middle. Okay, so what would this person say to pile 1 if they could say anything? I want to feel that way again. See, this person is in this energy of wanting to come back in, wanting to restart. What else did this person say, if they could say anything, Spirit? What else would this person say? We need to let each other go. See, this is that energy of, you know how I told you in the beginning that this person still, when they think about all this, they feel these illusions come creeping in, and they kind of have to refocus, fix, you know, not think about that fear, not think about that negativity. And I feel like this is part of what your person's, we need to let each other go, energy is coming from. What else would this person say? I'm actually going to take that one. I want you. What else would this person say? What else? I regret lying to you. See, I feel that this person being right on top of that Ace of Cups there as well. Let's get some connecting energies too. I feel like this person is, I don't feel like they were completely honest with you about everything that they felt in the beginning. But I feel like that was because of a lot of fear that took place in this person. And this is something I don't know that they'll actually come and admit to you. I feel like they're just wanting to kind of reconnect and see where it kind of goes from there. They do want you. They do want to feel the way that they felt again with you. They're just unsure the way that you feel and if those feelings are still there or not. You, on the other hand, and I can tell by looking here at these cards, that your energy is coming from a much deeper place. This person's feelings, the love that they have for you, I feel like it's just coming up to the surface of how deep those feelings actually are. You, on the other hand, are already been very much aware of that. And that's why you have the heartbreak here so much on your side. And the Lovers. You have I love you unconditionally, and I feel like you do. And I feel like one of the reasons that you're building that tension about addressing this person or being around this person is because you know you still feel this intoxicating energy whenever you're around them. And you may get very nervous when you're around this person because you still have that cup of love there that you know is there. Like I said with this Four of Cups here. Because you love this person unconditionally, and I feel like it kind of scares you at times. I feel like it's almost like you feel sometimes, no matter what this person brings towards you, you know, you can't completely let them go. You just love them, and you just can't help that you just love them in the way that you love them. And it's like you forgive them, you know, for a lot of things that they do without them even asking for that forgiveness. Because I feel like you can just see things through this person. You see the hurts that are inside of this person. You see the way that they are internally. Like you see deep down within inside of their soul. And you can't unsee that. And I feel like you recognize this person's heart and you see goodness there. So if I can see what this other one says, it says, I know that I crossed the line with you. So when this came out, and you know how I kind of talked about you trying to avoid that conflict there. I feel like you're both kind of in that energy. I do feel as if that there was some things that you maybe said off of impulse or even acted off of impulse that you kind of wish that you could go back and you know, if you could go back, you would refrain yourself from doing those things that you did. Because I feel like you were asking maybe a lot more from this person than they're capable of being able to give to you. And, you know, knowing who you are and what you deserve and the energies that you deserve, you felt almost a defensive type energy of having to address that to this person. And that may be where you kind of crossed the line to where this person wasn't capable of handling something like that, because your emotions and your energy is so much deeper here. Okay, I feel like your emotional maturity is much at a different space, a deeper space than it is for this person's, even though I feel like they're stepping into that as far as communicating that goes. Now, this person, I'm not saying it's not emotionally mature and knowing what they're feeling. That is there, I feel like, but I feel like they're more internal when it comes to that. I feel like you're more capable of expressing that. Now, it says, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. And see, you want other people to express that just like you express that. And you can't, I think you know this now, you can't actually expect that from others just because you're capable of it. I think you're understanding that about this person, which might have been why whatever happened, why that had to take place, is so that y'all can kind of understand one another differently, more clearly. Sometimes I stay awake thinking of you. Yeah, I do feel like that's kind of when you seep into that energy of allowing some of those emotions to come in. You know, when we're laying in bed at night before we go to sleep, I feel like that's when we think our deepest thoughts, because we're laying in the dark and we don't have anything else to really keep our mind off of our thoughts. And so I do feel like that's one of the moments that you allow for all those emotions to kind of flood you, kind of come back in and explore that or think about that. But I do feel like this person kind of does that as well. So let's get some connecting energies and see. What is the connecting energies here? What is the connecting energies? Oh, okay. Well, one fell on the floor, but 3 came out. I'm sorry. I'm going to grab the one off the floor here, because 3 is what we needed. Okay, so it says, you and I were too young. Well, so when this card comes out, this is to say that this could be your person's energy. This could be your energy. One of y'all could be too young, or both of you could be too young. But I feel like if this person is younger than you, I feel like just kind of an energy that I'm kind of getting here. But if that's the case, or whichever, I guess it doesn't matter. I do feel like that, like I said, you're starting to kind of recognize this person wasn't capable of having that open emotional communication in the same way that you're wanting that, okay? And I feel like it's because your person hasn't experienced those types of conversations in the same way that you've been able to experience those in your life. You were the best thing in my life. I do feel like you and this person still feel that way about each other. I feel like there was a very deeper bond here with this person that you definitely felt, and I feel like this person didn't really feel that as much until you're kind of all whatever happened between the two of you, or the heartbreak happened, and you kind of pushed yourself away a little bit. I don't feel like this person felt the same. I am not available. Okay, so this is that energy of your person still being a little bit defensive and not knowing exactly where you are, you know, where your energy lies, where your emotions are. And I feel like you're, like, again, like I already said, in that energy of kind of keeping yourself to yourself, because you're trying to avoid the conflict there, any conflict. You're trying to both just stay in this energy of these calmer waters right now. I do feel like this connection's headed in a redo. I feel like there's going to be a redo here in this connection. I do feel like your person's going to step up, and I feel like they're going to come in kind of slowly and kind of feel the waters there and kind of build off of that. Well, let me get some oracle cards that will help me tell where this connection is actually headed here. So I'm going to use these are called the Enchanted Map oracles. So can I have some oracles, please, for where this connection is headed? Where's this connection headed, Spirit? Where's this connection headed, Spirit? We have the bone collector. This is actually the number 1. You have the clock here, which is like the Wheel of Fortune, which is what your person has over here as well. You have the enlightenment energy around her head here. You have a rabbit for things moving forward, new beginnings. And I also feel like the time that's on this clock here, you have, is that 2 o'clock? With the number 1 here, obviously that refers to a new beginning here that your person's wanting to have. There's a lot on this card. There's a heart with a key that's laying beside it here. It's almost like your person's just holding on to the idea of opening themselves up emotionally to this connection. They're holding that key there, even though the key's there, waiting. They're holding on to it, knowing that they need to figure out what these bones are here that are left in this connection. What is actually taking place here? That's part of that introspection that they're kind of wanting to kind of pick up on when they reconnect with you. You also have this clock here. It's set for 2:50, which you also have 50 here as your oracle card. And the number 2 is about the making decisions. Your person has the 2 of Swords as their bottom of the deck energy. So it's like the number 2 is that partnership, making a decision, choosing what that partnership means to one another, choosing whether you're going to come back in and try this again. The number 50, number 5, is about change and tension. And I feel like that's part of what's causing some of the tension here, is that you still kind of want that energy, even though you're kind of tiptoeing yourself around it. Your person's wanting to work up to that, okay? Okay, what else? She's holding a feather here that looks like a peacock. And I think that you both recognize the fact of like this energy here, that you are both kind of unique to one another. You both kind of had a unique bond there with one another. And it's like you can't really get yourselves away from that, you know? Okay, so let's see what else. We have Sacred Pool, the number 47. Okay, so that's the number 11. So that's, like I said, I do feel like, and it kind of reminds me of this card as well, with the water here underneath and the angel. I do feel like this connection's divinely guided. I do feel like this connection is headed in a more of an emotional aspect. The number 11 is a very, well, it's a master number, but I feel like it's you and your person headed in the right path here, and a divinely guided path at that. I do feel like this connection is going to start growing from a more emotional place as well. So I'm going to get some of these. These are the Oracle of the 7 energies, I think is what they're called. I'm going to get one of these. Time machine. So there's another clock here. So I do feel like this is going to take some time. I do feel like, you know, we'll have all these clocks here on this Ace of Pentacles. And I feel like this person coming to you, I feel like this is going to be a kind of a slower process. I don't feel like this is going to be something that this person's just going to randomly pick up one day and just come, you know, walking in towards you. I feel like they're kind of growing themselves up to this. This is the number 3. Let's see what the time says here. Wow. I can't see where I only see where the little clock hand is. I don't see where the big one is. But the little hand is on 2 o'clock as well. Which 2 plus 3, which is the number of the card here, is 5. And we had the 250 there. So it's kind of a repetitive message, I feel like. This is going to be a decision that your person's wanting to kind of change things, wanting to kind of grow this from the ground up again, okay? And I feel like, again, time. Give yourself some time for this to come in. Give them some time. Like, I feel like your person desperately needs it, for sure. Okay, so I'm going to close out here. I'm going to get some of these. These are the Wild Offering Oracles, to get you some advice, and then we'll also do your person some advice, so we can see kind of what Spirit's kind of leading them towards here. Can I have some advice for pile 1, please? Moving forward in this connection. Can I have some advice for pile 1, please? calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. So they're wanting you to just kind of remain in this calmful-like energy, which I feel like's almost kind of a struggle for you sometimes, but I do feel like that you are really blossoming in that sense. I feel like you're really finding that balance of your emotions and what actions you take towards this person. It's not like you're as addictive to the outcome as you used to be. So what about this person? What is some advice for this person? No, they want me to get one more card for you, I guess. Can I have one more card for pile 1, please? Can I have one more? Okay. There's 2 that came out, but I'm going to take this one. It says empowerment. Empowerment. When you ask the divine to take over, again a card of the divine taking over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. So this is a part of you remaining calm is what's going to bring in your power, okay? That magician energy. You're going to be able to have an overwhelming sense of just awareness of allowing things to unfold like they are just going to unfold. Kind of also there's this message here that you need to stay in your authentic energy. Don't try to mask your feelings just because you're trying to avoid the conflict with this person. Because this person is desperately trying to find any which way they can to sense what you're feeling towards them still without coming out and asking it. So just make sure you stay authentic here, okay? What about this person? What about this person, Spirit? Challenges. Unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms if you are open. Please take over, divine. Again, of divine taking over. And guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. See, this person is, I feel like, really trying. It's a challenge. It's a challenge for them because they want to come in, but they're still defensive in those ways that we talked about. Oh, okay, well, aging came out, so that's weird too because we actually had we were both too young energy of that card. I am one with unlimited love, beyond all seeming restrictions of age. I am filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel for the divine chakra. So here's the thing. I do feel like one of the challenges that your person's having, if this person is younger than you are, that might be one of the challenges that they're having and being able to see how this connection is actually going to work or play out. But that's not gonna keep your person away from you, okay? Because all that other stuff is still there. But that is going to be something that they feel they're trying to find comfort in because they do feel like that it is kind of a little bit of a challenge there. You know, being able to, how they're going to actually deal with that within themselves. So let's see what else. Let's see what else. Your person's not going anywhere though, if that's the case. And this also could also mean that your person's kind of growing. Your person's becoming more mature, especially when pertaining to their emotions and how they address those. Connecting energies. Spaciousness. What do I no longer need? Help me, God, to release whatever people, places, and things drain my vital essence. Show me what will fill me with enthusiasm and joy. So this is kind of an indicator to me that you both kind of need to step into this energy of just allowing things to kind of unfold. And anything that's around you that's causing you any kind of added stress or added conflict is something that you need to kind of not focus on, especially when it comes to this energy, especially people outside of this connection that try to come in and you know, say whatever they need to say about you and this person or this connection or how they see it or anything like that. That's just static, okay? These people don't have anything to do with where you're going with this person, what you're feeling with this person. Only you know that. You know, don't ever try to take anyone's advice that really only thinks about you. 0.5% of the time, you're the one that's living your life. So you need to really focus in on that and what you actually want and not what people around you want. I feel like that's kind of more of a challenge for this person than it is for you. I do feel like this person is seriously going through some transformations here. There's still some fear here that lies in the background. There's still some illusions or some self-limiting beliefs that they're trying to move on past. But I do feel like they're doing that because they do want to invest in this connection. You, on the other hand, you're trying to step into this empowerment and this calm space. And I feel like this connection is about to transform. I do feel like this is just taking us, it's going to be a slow process. You feel like you're both wanting to take this slowly though. If not, I feel like you both definitely need to because of whatever happened here in the past. I feel like you're both kind of, you know, you both have to feel safe, and I don't feel like you're quite there yet, but you're wanting to reconnect because I feel like you both miss one another. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave you there. That was a very long, I feel, reading. I'm not sure how long because I had to pause. But I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope this all made sense and resonated for you. Let me know how in the comments how it resonates, if you will. Thank you so much for being here. I thank you for your likes, your subscriptions, all that good stuff. I love the interactions as well. I love the comments. Even if they're long, I read every bit of it. But thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, I hope to see you again. Thanks. Hey, Patu. Okay, so if you chose this is the Cosmic Slumber Tarot, and this is going to be your reading. So, for whatever reason, it's a different day, and I just woke up probably about an hour ago, but my voice is not quite there today. I don't know what's going on with that. I actually don't feel bad. You know, I actually woke up feeling great this morning. I had a early morning hour-long meditation because I couldn't sleep for my sacral chakra. So I woke up feeling really good. But my voice isn't quite there, so I apologize for that. You are going to have to hang in there with me. Hopefully it'll come back. Or maybe I can just keep drinking my coffee and it'll help. Okay, guys, so if y'all want to fast forward through this long part where I have to pull out all these cards, you can. If not, that's fine too. I try not to say a whole lot about the reading until I get all the cards out, especially with ones like this because they're so far in depth. And I'm actually going to still have to shuffle a few, so the only thing you'll miss is just me calling the cards out when they come out because I don't always mention what the cards are in the reading. Okay, I guess we'll take that. I wasn't expecting it, but so we want to know how we're going to do this is we're going to put your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. We're going to do the same for your person. We're going to get a different pocket tarot deck for the middle connecting energies. And I'm also going to pull maybe one, we'll see. Oracles for your side, for your person's side, and then we'll get started. And then towards the end of the reading, I'll pull more cards for messages and then advice as well. Okay, so we want to know about Pile 1's thoughts here, Spirit. What is Pile 1's thoughts towards this connection, Spirit? Pile 1's thoughts towards this. Okay, well, we're going to take those. So we start off with the 7 of Cups, now in reverse. Now we have the 10 of Torches in reverse. The 3 of Cups in reverse. What about this person's feelings? What are their feelings? What is Pile 1's feelings towards this connection, this person? Wow. I have the King of Swords. Two of Cups in reverse. The King of Cups in reverse. Wow, guys. This is definitely some sort of separation pile here. So if you're not separated from your person, if you are in a complete harmonious connection, this is most definitely, this is not your pile. What about their actions? What is pile one's actions towards this person in this connection? We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I also want to mention that, I don't know if I did mention this for pile one, but sometimes these energies can be flip-flopped. So sometimes when I'm reading for you, you might tend to be more thinking that could be your person, and, you know, vice versa for your person's energy. Actions. We have the World in reverse. Their actions. Wow. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck energy is the King of Pentacles. Got three kings over here on your side. Okay. So we're going to use the Spellcaster's Tarot for your person's energy. Well, that didn't work out very well. Let's try that again. Okay. Okay, so what is your person's? Okay. Wow. So this is your person's thoughts about this connection. I have to move this candle a little bit. This person's thoughts about this connection. What is Pile 2's person's thoughts about them in this connection? Judgment. So the Page of Wands and Judgment. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. What about their feelings towards the person in this connection? The King of Swords in reverse. Wow. The first card out for you for your feelings was the King of Swords upright. The Ten of Wands in reverse. You have the same card in your thoughts. Oh, two cards wanted to come out. I'm going to take them. They're both major arcana here. We have the Death and the Hierophant. Oof. Okay, let's see about your person's actions towards you in this connection. Wow. Queen of Pentacles. Three of Wands in reverse. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. Bottom of the deck, they have the Ten of Swords. The Five of Swords is under that. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And the Ten of Cups in reverse as well. Wow. Oof, man, that's heavy, guys. My chest just started hurting. Okay. So we're going to get some of the Sacred Forest Oracles for both you and your person. And then we'll get some connecting energies then we'll get started. There's so many cards here that you both have, but in different one. A lot of yours that are upright are your person's are the opposite. So. For 𝘍𝘠 versus connection. 2 cards for 𝘍𝘠. We have the unicorn, purity, number 45. I'm actually just going to take one, I think. What about, let me dim down my lighting a little bit. I feel like there's some serious glare on these cards here. So make it a little better. There's going to be a little bit of glare there, guys. I'm not sure what to do about that. Nope. Still there. Okay, let's keep going. What about 𝘍𝘠's person? What about 𝘍𝘠's person? The Phoenix. Transmutation. This is the number 29. Adds up to the number 11. Okay. So let's get the connecting energies so we can get started. I have to note, they won't let me get rid of this. The bottom of the deck, it's Dragon Power, and it's the number 11, and I just mentioned that with your person. I'm actually going to leave this out. You might not be able to see it on the camera. I'm going to leave it up here just so I can reference that later. I feel like that's a bottom of the deck energy for both of you guys. They're wanting me to acknowledge there. Okay, so for the connecting energies, we're going to use this. It's called the Journey Tarot Pocket Deck. Tiny Tarot. These are going to tell me kind of what's kind of going on, you know, internally with both of you guys at the same time. What you're kind of sort of mirroring with one another, where this connection is, how you're feeling about this connection. So what's that pertaining to 𝘍𝘠's person and their connecting thought spirit? Wow. Lovers in reverse for your connecting thoughts. What about their feelings? Wow. Ace of Swords in reverse for your feelings. That's very crazy, guys, because you both have the King of Swords on your feelings there. What about them? Actions, the Devil in reverse. Wow. You also have the Five of Swords under that. I'm going to keep that out, actually, even though you can't see it. Okay. Let me get one drink of coffee. I feel like my throat's starting to try to seize up on me here. Okay. Okay. 𝘍𝘠. So where we're going to start with you guys is we're actually going to start with your bottom of the deck energy, because that says a whole lot about you, where you're at right now currently. Then we're going to kind of move on to your thoughts, and we'll go through this process. I'm going to talk about your oracle card, and then I'm going to do the same for your person. Then we'll go through this connecting energies here and pull out some more tarot or some message cards. Okay, guys. Wow. Wow. This says a lot. This bottom of the deck says a lot. Okay. 𝘍𝘠. As far as your energy towards this connection goes, This is definitely a separation, Paul. There's definitely, I feel like, probably little to no communication going on here in this connection. I do feel as if there's been some conflict here. There's been some overall conflict here. You may have left this person the last time that you saw this person. Y'all may have left on bad terms. Y'all may have not been speaking to each other since then. But there's some heavy stuff going on here, guys. So, so with bottom of the deck energy here, we have the King of Pentacles. Under that, we have the Six of Torches, and then under that, we actually have the Emperor in reverse. So I feel like part of what you're not seeing in this connection, as far as your thoughts go, as far as the way that you're feeling towards this person goes, I feel like you feel like you're successful in being able to control yourself in this connection and being able to ground where you are currently, the way that you feel towards this person, the way that you feel towards this connection. I feel like you're just in this energy of being very, very, very disciplined with yourself, and you feel very successful about that. Whatever took place and happened here, you feel as if you were in basically the right, and you're kind of sticking to that. But I do have to say, when the Emperor shows up in reverse, which this is a hidden emotion, this is something that you're not really feeling or seeing, underneath that Six of Wands there, which is that victory that you feel, when the Emperor comes up in reverse, it's not really a very good energy. It's kind of an energy of someone that is very sturdy and very inflexible, okay? It also is someone that's kind of overly sticking to their thought processes and not really wanting to see anyone else's kind of point of view in the situation, okay? Now, don't shoot the messenger. This is the energies I'm reading here, guys. So these are definitely things that you aren't seeing, though, about yourself. So if this is triggering, that's probably the indicator of why that's triggering, is because these are emotions here that are under the surface that you can't see, you can't acknowledge that that's what you're doing. And it's a protective thing. You're in kind of a defensive mode when it comes to your emotions. So that's kind of why. It's so funny to me how this King of Swords, it's in your feelings here, is directly looking at this King of Pentacles here. So what I'm getting from that is that you are really just trying to focus in on just being practical with what you have and being secure in what you have and how you kind of walked away from this connection in the way that you did. But there's definitely, it's kind of a greedier type energy, because you're not really having any kind of idea of wanting to be empathetic towards this person. So that's why I'm kind of getting this feeling, especially with some things going on over here with your person, that this connection has most definitely ended on not a very good note. Especially also the connecting energies, the bottom of the deck here, you have the Five of Swords. It's just heavy indicators here. I mean, you both have the Ten of Swords here. You have the Two of Cups in reverse. You have the Three of Cups in reverse. You know, you have the World in reverse. Those are all indicators of an ending, okay? Plus that, you have the Lovers here in reverse as you're connecting thoughts. Okay. But I'm going to have to say, all this anger or all this more fiery type emotion and swords that are up here above this connection, all that is basically like a defense mechanism. I feel like you both triggered each other terribly in this connection. And it's like I'm reading this energy like almost right after a fight, where you're still at this peak of sticking to your guns, sticking to what you said, and not really in that energy of kind of really analyzing it in a more productive way quite yet. And I'm not saying you're not going to get to that point. I feel like you will, But when I'm reading the energies right now, this is where you're at, okay? Okay, so that being said, let's take a look here at your thoughts, okay? So you have the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Torches in reverse, and the Three of Cups in reverse. The Seven of Cups in reverse is basically the fact that I feel like in your thoughts, you're kind of overwhelmed by all the things that took place here. And you're finding it difficult to be able to kind of focus in on certain things that took place. What exactly happened here? You're not even wanting to, like, you just get caught up in all the other stuff that's going on. I also feel like you get kind of caught up in your emotions, how emotionally you feel about this. So you're just like swimming in all that. You can't really pick up a certain cup and want to address that certain cup there. This is in your thoughts. So this is what you're having a really hard time being able to focus in on here. I also feel like that you're kind of a little bit, there's a little bit of fear, anxiety as well. Being able to, or thinking that you have to approach even the thought process of what the hell actually happened here. Okay, that's kind of what I'm feeling here. Is it's just like you have no idea how it became to this point. You have no idea how this even happened, or where to even start, you know. I also feel like when you look towards this person, I also feel that there's a lot of things that you would love to be able to explain to this person, but I feel like you don't feel like this person's going to understand that, or this person's going to get that, which is, again, why you're kind of caught up in this overwhelmed feeling of not knowing, you know, where to go from here. And oddly enough, your person's kind of, I feel like your person's kind of in this energy of kind of going through some things and kind of being able to understand some things. They're not so angry. They're not in such a angrier energy. But we'll get to them. Okay. So you have the Ten of Torches in reverse here. It's like you feel this really heavy burden over what happened here in this connection. And it's like you just want to release that, you know. It's weird because it's like you're in this energy of wanting to stick to your guns. I agree with everything I said. I have to stick to what I said. Don't backtrack on what you said, because you said it had purpose and meaning and you still believe in it. But then sometimes in your thoughts you have like this idea of maybe you should kind of fix things here, or this feels really heavy and you don't like the way that feels on you, and you kind of are left out in this connection. You kind of, I feel like you kind of, wow guys, I just got some more information here. I do feel like that you are kind of feeling left out when it comes to the friendship with this person. I mean, you could have just been friends and had some kind of falling out there. But this falling out of this friendship could have been a result of this person not wanting to have a commitment here with you. The other thing that I'm getting is that you could have possibly found out this person had someone else. And that's why they're not having this commitment here with you. And that's definitely one of the scenarios that I'm getting for sure. And it's pretty heavy here, guys. I do feel like this person, I do feel like you were wanting something in this connection as far as a partnership goes. I feel like you wanted this person. You wanted this person to commit to you. And I feel like this person didn't want to do that. I also feel like this person was kind of more in this player type energy. I feel like they were I feel like this person probably, or maybe if this is you, you already are aware of this. I do feel like this person might have had someone else on the side, or it's just not wanting to commit to you and still wanting to kind of play the field there. You're definitely upset about this. That's what it is. That's probably what this argument here, this energy I'm feeling here was all about. You know who you are, I just want to say. You know that you deserve more than this player type energy here. This person may be also younger than you, because they're coming across here as the Page of Wands. You're coming across here as these kings. You have 3 kings here. They also have a king here, but they're in reverse. So let's keep going here. That's just one of the scenarios that are coming up. It's heavy right here with these 3 cards. The imagery that's in these 3 cards here and what I'm getting here, especially with the Lovers in reverse here, it's because when this 3 of Cups comes up, it's like you don't want to be a 3rd wheel, right? You want to be this 2. And I feel like you're passionate about that, about this person. This person, on the other hand, is in this Page of Wands energy here. Just kind of looking up to the sky there. Just kind of, there's 3 birds here, by the way. And the one in the middle is red, which I feel like is kind of your energy. Or your person's energy, that's what it is. The red bird is your person's energy, and then there's 2 bluebirds here on the other sides of them. And look at the way he's looking up to them and kind of have this like grin on his face, like, and then you have the 3 here. So, and then here he has got the apple in his hand, which is about temptation, which is about, you know, that lustful type energy. You're the one with the fire, and I feel like you're more angry in this scenario because of that, because you had a different idea about this connection than this person did. Wow, this whole thing is just coming together perfectly. This whole scenario, this is very specific too, by the way. I do feel like this may be a certain person's story, so take what resonates for you out of this. Not everything I feel like is going to, you know, resonate. Or maybe. So as far as your feelings go because of all this, see, in the look on this person's face here, holding these wands in her hand and walking away, it's like, I'm just going to take me. I know I deserve more than this, and I'm just going to take everything I have and just walk away. She almost has her nose kind of stuck up in the air like, I'm better than this. And this is the energy I'm getting from you, okay? So you have the King of Swords here, the 2 of Cups in reverse, and the King of Cups in reverse. As far as your feelings go, you are trying as hard as you can to stay in this energy of being logic, trying to stick to your guns. You're trying to be very grounded here. You're trying to just kind of stay in this, I'm right about this, and I deserve more than this type energy. The thing here is that there's a lot of emotions here that you are trying to not even acknowledge. Every single one of these people in these cards here have their eyes closed. And the King of Cups, when he comes up in reverse, his emotions are not intact. His emotions are kind of all over the place, like these raging waters here. The 2 of Cups in reverse is that disconnection and feeling that this being in your feelings, you are feeling that loss of this connection heavy. And I don't feel like it's something that you're really wanting to address at this point. That's why this King of Swords is looking directly here, okay? Because you're just trying to just stay grounded. I feel like you don't even want to go there because you know how painful that's going to be for you. And it is painful. But it's also something that you're going to need to address at some point. I do still feel like it's very early on in this happening here. But at some point, you're going to have to address these emotions that you're feeling here. Because you don't want, what you don't want, definitely do not want this person and the energy they brought to your connection and the way that you felt like they kind of took advantage of you in whatever way. You don't want it to mess up this purity here that you have within inside of you. You don't want it to turn your heart cold in any kind of way. You know? You don't want this person to affect you in a way of it making it hard for anyone else to come in and you give them your heart. That's what you don't want, okay? So the sooner you address these emotions that you're feeling, that you're not even wanting to look at here, the easier it's going to be able to go through those emotions and kind of move past those emotions. You know, the longer you stay in this energy of, I am this King of Pentacles, and I am being logical here, and I know I was right, and I know where I stand, and I'm holding on tightly to that. You see the look in this person's face, and the way how angry they look when they're looking at that tree. You don't want to stay in this energy for very long, because even though it is kind of beneficial for you in a sense, because it's keeping you being able to acknowledge your worth, which is a great thing, you know, acknowledging what you are worth and what you aren't got to put up with. But if you stay in it for too long, it kind of let that anger take over, and that can actually cause a lot of toxicity within inside yourself. That's what you don't want to happen. So at some point, you need to be able to let these softer energies in and address them, address the pain, and deal with that pain. Okay? Not dealing with it in an angry way, but just being able to say, yeah, this happened to me, and it really sucks, you know, that this happened. And I know I didn't deserve this. Being in that soft place, giving yourself that empathy, you know, being able to nurture that part of yourself. Let me just put this in kind of a scenario situation so I can describe it to you in a different way. If you had a best friend that went through the situation that you went through, okay, and that best friend was so angry at that person and was constantly talking about how angry they were and everything else, and you got around that person and you kind of chimed in and you were saying, yeah, you should be angry, you should feel this way, this person is a horrible person, blah, 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 you know, all this kind of stuff. At the end of the day, when you go home, do you think that you made that person feel better by chiming in on things feeding that anger that they already felt? Or do you come in and have empathy for that person, nurture that person in a way of explaining to them it's going to be okay, we know that you're worth more than that, and sometimes this happens. What you think came out of this connection that you can kind of see in a positive way, or what kind of positive way you can see that in? Understand that this person isn't in a place to be able to offer you what you are deserving of. All those kind of things that good friend would say to you to help you, make you feel better, are the things that you need to be saying to yourself, or the places that you need to go within yourself to be able to handle this pain that you're feeling, that you're not wanting to address. Okay? Sometimes the greatest way to address your pain is to, instead of thinking about how painful it is and how hurtful this person is towards you, to kind of place yourself in their position and see yourself as them, and almost in a way where you kind of feel sorry for them, they aren't in the same understanding of things as you are. You know? Like one of these days, this person's going to look back and realize how much they've hurt you or how much they've hurt others, and the way that they're going to feel and have empathy for that. You know, that person in the future that has a different understanding about things. Because right now, this person, I don't feel like mature enough, or it might be kind of harsh, but I don't feel like that they've had enough experience to understand the significance of what they've done to you here in this connection. Okay. So let's talk about your actions here. Because your actions and your feelings kind of say a lot about your thought process and the parts that you aren't really wanting to focus on. This Nine of Pentacles in reverse this is kind of a hopeless type energy for me. I feel like you've put a lot of investment or time into this person, and I feel like you're kind of kicking yourself in the own ass now. I feel like at this point you're like, why did I do that? I wasted so much of my precious time with this person. I could have been investing in something else and someone else, and here I am. I did all that with this person, and now it's got me nowhere, and now I feel like I'm backtracking here. Here's the thing. You can be independent. It's okay for you to be by yourself for a little while. And even if you're saying, I have been by myself for a long time, this was my hopeful spark here. You're not ready for it. There's still some stuff there. No, this is hard to hear and this sucks. Trust me, I'm single. I get it. I get it. It gets really lonely sometimes, but just there's some stuff going on with you that you need to. I feel like Spirit's wanting you to understand how to nurture yourself and how to gain your own independence here. You know, upright. This person here is just sitting there, going like this to all the pentacles that they've grown, right? They're in the trees. This independence that they gained on their own. It's an empowerment that your spirit guides are wanting you to understand, wanting you to be able to feel within inside yourself, because that empowerment energy is everything. My gosh. It feels so great to empower ourselves. We feel like we can accomplish so much there. And this is something that your spirit guides are wanting you to acknowledge and be able to kind of obtain. You know, love only comes in when it's safe for us to love. And definitely right now, they're wanting you to, I know this, we always say this, but they are wanting you to kind of focus more on yourself so that you can empower yourself and be in the brightest light. You know, you don't want to get into a connection with someone when you aren't your best self, in the way of, well, let's just say this. What if you pick up on someone else's energy and you get into a connection with someone, and then after that you build yourself up and you start to change because you start to have this empowerment energy that you didn't have before, and this person ends up not really catching on to that. You know, they might end up being someone that doesn't really admire that in the way that they should, or whatever it is. You know, you only have that love come in when you're ready for it. And I feel like this person here was trying to kind of shake you, trigger you into being able to, you know, Spirit sends people like this into our lives all the time. Because sometimes we just need to be shook so that we can awaken to things that we didn't see before inside of ourselves. You know, red flag us, if you will. Sometimes those red flags are like huge flagpoles. Spirit, I'm looking at this guy here with this pole and this red cape here. This was the red flag for you. Yeah, this guy right here was this huge flagpole red flag for you, because Spirit's wanting the best for you. And in order for you to acknowledge what that is, you have to go through grief. You have to go through disruptions, right? Because if everything was fine and dandy on the outside, you wouldn't go there. You wouldn't need to go there. Everything's great. But they want you to go there because they want you to have this abundance for yourself and empower yourself. So we have the universe in reverse, which is the world in reverse. And this, as far as your actions go, I do feel like you're in a mature enough energy, that's pretty apparent here, that you're wanting to have some kind of closure here in this connection. You're wanting to have that closure. I feel like you feel that you need that closure as well. But I don't feel as if that's going to be something that is completely obtainable with this person, okay? I feel like that might be a desire that might not be fulfilled, is what I'm saying. But this is your actions, and this is what you're wanting, okay? This is what you're feeling, with the Ten of Swords in reverse as well. I feel like you're wanting to kind of mend things with this person just so that you feel you can continue on with your life. You can continue on with this betrayal that took place and kind of move into a better a light, you know, move on with your life. But also don't feel like that you need that with this person. I feel like you're very capable of going through this thought process in your head about what happened here in this connection and being able to move on past this person without even having to have this closure here. Does that make sense? I don't think this person's mature enough to give you what you're wanting. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like at some point you're probably going to figure this out. You're going to understand this. And you're going to figure out that you're going to have that closure from within side. That means you're going to have to do that work. You're going to have to go within. You're going to have to address this situation for what it is, clearly, logically, practically, and close this cycle out on your own. This person's not going to be able to give you that. But let's talk about this person's energy. And I know I stayed on you for a very long time, and there's a reason that I stayed on you for so long. Is because this person, this person is not what you need, you know, it's just, but I do want to say that this person, just like they triggered you, you're going to be triggering this person in the future. It hasn't happened quite yet, but they're headed in that direction. Okay, so the bottom of the deck with this person, this is one of those scenarios that, you know, a few years down the line, this person might come back into the picture and say, I am so sorry for the way that I treated you. I understand what I did. And, you know, I apologize so much for that. I was so immature the way I handled that, the way I acted. I don't feel like this is going to happen soon, but I do feel like this person is kind of, because of this connection with you, it's rattled them. And I think it's because of the way this person sees you and looks at you, okay? We'll get to that. So the bottom of the deck of their energy is this Ten of Swords. So that's why I feel like, because you have the Ten of Swords in reverse, you were the one that got betrayed. This person, I feel like, is the person that betrayed you. And this is the guy that's on the ground, looks like the King of Swords, and they have the King of Swords here. You also have this King of Swords. So your person's in this energy, actually, especially with the Five of Swords underneath that. Your person's in this energy of recognizing that the ending that happened in this connection, they had a lot to do with that. But they also feel like, no, take this for what it is. This is the energy of your person. they feel like you just don't understand, and you probably know this if you had an argument or anything like that, but they feel like you don't understand what really they wanted from this connection. I feel like this person began this connection with the idea of this just being something that was kind of more of a lustful type thing to them. They didn't want to put any of their emotions into this. It's very apparent in the fact they have no cups here. There are no cups here at all. The only cups that are here are the ones that are hidden way underneath all these fives, and it's the Ten of Cups in reverse. So, and it's about disconnection. This person was not investing emotionally into this connection the way that you were. You have several cups here, and they're major cups. This person was not investing in that. They had this idea, and they thought that you had the same idea. That this was just going to be a fun connection, and there was going to be no emotions involved in this. So, yeah, right. You know, that goes to show this person's level of maturity when it comes to relationships. But I do feel as if you can't have intimacy with someone and not eventually develop some sort of feelings there, whether that's heavy emotional feelings or an attachment of some sort. I mean, I feel like sometimes you don't see that or understand that until after the disconnect. That's what I'm saying about this person, and I don't feel like they're going to do that now. I feel like that's something that's going to happen in the future because you have a lot of cards of transformation here. So the Page of Wands, I kind of already explained with your energy where this person was at as far as their thoughts go. They really think that, and this Judgment as well, they feel like they addressed this in the beginning of this connection, that this connection was just going to be kind of a lustful type thing, that it's not going to be headed in any kind of other direction. And they feel like they kind of got the rug pulled out from underneath them because you developed feelings for them, and then they felt as if you kind of pulled back away from them because of the feelings that you got, the hurtful feelings that took place here. And it's like, this person's like, I never even meant to hurt you in any kind of way. I thought that we were going into this just having fun together. I wasn't meaning to hurt you in any kind of way. But they did, because they didn't understand that. They also have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, but theirs is in their thoughts here, not their actions. So understanding the idea that they didn't want to be left out from you either, okay? They didn't. But they also don't want to be in a deep connection here. So as far as their feelings go, they're kind of cold. Their feelings are, they feel as if, first off, they have the King of Swords in reverse, which is not really a nice guy. But it's also someone that's logically doesn't even know what to do with. Like there's no structure there. You have the King of Swords upright because you recognize the structure logically. You recognize the way this connection played out, how it played out, what exactly took place here. You're in that logical mindset. This person is not capable of even going there. They have no idea what happened. All they know is that they thought that they had an agreement. This was going to be a fun connection, and here you are with these feelings, and what the hell happened? Now I don't have this person anymore, and now not only do I not have them, but this person's now mad at me. This is the energy your person's in. So they also have this Ten of Wands here that they're carrying. But it's funny because you're walking off with your Ten of Wands with your nose in the air here. Your person's here is actually walking on that road with theirs, and you can't even see their face. They're carrying that weight, and they're going to continue to carry that weight with them along that path. That's why I said, years later, this person, or it could be months, it could be wherever your person is, it's going to be different for everybody. But I feel like this person is going to have some time before they realize what they've really done here. He's already dropped 2 wands here on the ground, which is about, the 2 of wands is about seeing the future, planning for the future, stepping outside of your comfort zone there. That's something that your person's going to, I feel like, see in the future once they figure out, oh my gosh, I've been carrying this burden for a long time. Is this a burden? Do I have a burden here? I've been carrying a burden from this relationship. Holy cow, I have been carrying this burden. Why is this burden here? Did I hurt this person? I did hurt this person. Why did I hurt this person? I kind of miss that person. I saw that person in a bright light. That's going to be their thought process here when it comes to their feelings. So you have death here, which is a transformation, which is funny because they also have transmutation, the phoenix here as their bottom of the deck energy, and the Hierophant. These 2 cards here are telling me that this person, and this Hierophant's kind of a scary looking Hierophant. The way that these 2 individuals here are kind of bowing down, and this here is the devil. And this is like the moon goddess. This person is going to understand their foundation of how they see relationships differently because of this connection. That's one of the things that they're going to actually gain from what happened here in the future. That's the transformation that's going to take place for this person. They're going to understand how this is a lesson. The Hierophant is about lessons. And you see the way that this devil's bowing down, and this, the Hierophant here is holding this whip in his hand and holding his face. It's almost like this person is something, I'm telling you guys, it's very possible. What I'm getting from these 2 cards here, especially with these 2 that are dead here coming up from the grave, I do feel as if this person is going to be haunted by what happened in this connection. And it's also very possible that this person might actually experience something similar to this, but it's going to be flip-flopped. I feel like they're going to have this same thing happen to them somewhere down the line. That's kind of strange. That's not going to be for everybody, but it depends on how intense your person is with this player energy. At some point down the line, this is going to be a lesson. I also feel like this is going to kind of, like these people coming up from the grave here, it's like zombies. It's going to be following them, like with this 10 of Wands in reverse. I feel like this lesson here that they're learning with you is going to be something that's going to be haunting them. And that's there to show that transformation that's going to take place. It needs to, for this person to grow. Okay. So as far as their actions go, they have the Queen of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands in reverse, and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. This person is not, hey Ruby baby, what are you doing? This person is not wanting to, they don't want to, I'm sorry. They also don't want me to say that. They actually don't want to walk away from this connection completely. They really don't. They don't want to. They're like, they're still wanting to, they still want you. You know, that's the thing, they still want you. They just feel like they're trying to give you some time. But they also understand that you may not, you know, that they did hurt you in that way or whatever, and you pulled back, and they know that there may not be a future here as well. So they're kind of, it's like they feel like maybe this could be, just be a delay in your connection, that you may still come back in the future. That's what they're hoping. That's their hopeful energy here as far as their actions go. But it's the Six of Pentacles in reverse. It's like the red flag. They feel like, you see, the Six of Pentacles in reverse and then having the World in reverse on your side, you both understand that there wasn't really any kind of closure here. You know, the Six of Pentacles in reverse is about unpaid debts. And I feel like this person understands that when it comes to you in this connection, there are unpaid debts here. But they see you as this Queen of Pentacles, which is funny because you see yourself as a King of Pentacles. But this is a very practical type of energy here. She's also very, you know, the Queen of Pentacles, she doesn't need anything. This person's recognizing the fact that you don't need them. And you don't have to come back to them. So they're going to just sit here as far as the future goes. They're going to play it small because they're scared to take any kind of action because of this. Because they know that you have given and given and given to them. And you've kind of stopped that. And they're scared about, what does this mean now? Does this mean this, you know, this can never happen again? But they're trying to release that idea of the outcome here. Because they're way too fearful of making any kind of moves towards you because of the energy that you're in, the way that you feel. It's almost like they can pick up on that. With this Phoenix here, this is the number 29, which is 11, which is that master number about being guided in the right direction. I feel like this person has had to go through this. See, the Phoenix here is, I feel like it hasn't burned down yet. That's why the flames are here. And I feel like that's what is going to happen to this person. Because of this connection with you, I feel, I keep saying I feel. In pile 1, I said I feel way too much. I don't know what was going on with me there, but I annoyed myself. This person's going to be changing. These flames are going to eventually catch this bird. They're going to break down. They have to have that breakdown. You know, he's already in the bowl here when it comes to judgment. Facing what they did. Facing their self and who they are. It's like this is, and there's a little wand here, but it looks like a drop. And it's like this connection was like a drop of enlightenment on this person to understand, to face up to what they actually, who they are, and what they do to people, or what they did to you. It's going to wake them up, shake them up, like I said. But this is going to eventually catch this bird here. They're going to have to transform into something new because of this connection. So like I said, for both of you, it's done this for both of you. These are what you're learning here. So let's do your middle energies here. Are pretty obvious. You have the Lovers in reverse, which is saying that the two of you are not wanting, you know, you see this disconnection with one another. It's very apparent here, and we kind of already went through that. You have the Ace of Swords in reverse because you're both not really seeing things clearly. You still have this kind of clouded judgment because it's so early on with this, what happened in this connection. You still both are in this like clouded judgment or mentally about being able to really face the facts of this connection. You're having a hard time facing the emotions. Your person's having a hard time just facing what they did here. And kind of straighten that out logically within their head. You have the Devil in reverse here, which is the card of release. It's the card of a liberation. And I feel like you feel liberated because like in the beginning of your reading, we said you're in this energy of holding on to what you said and who you are, being, you know, sturdy with that, even though you're not addressing these feelings quite yet. And this person's in this energy of releasing the idea or thought of what this connection was for them. I also feel like this person, one of the ways they were rattled is because them looking at this connection is just a playful, fun type of connection, and you seeing it more emotionally has made them kind of release their idea of what this connection was. And that's kind of what I'm getting here with the Devil in reverse. I also feel like this person's having to face a lot of their shadows. That's where this transmutation energy comes from in the Death here. That's where that, you know, speaking of shadows, let's get some of these in the shadows for your person. And then we'll get some advice and then we'll close out this. We're almost at an hour here already. These readings do take a long time. And I did get a lot of advice for you already, but I do want to pull some wild offering oracles because those are always have really good sayings on them. So let's see what your person needs to say. What are they feeling? Now these are kind of triggering, guys, because these are very honest cards about things. These are shadows, so these are some of the things that they're not seeing, the feelings that they're not addressing. Let's see. Your body language says so much. Yeah, see, your person's really reading. If you're around this person at all or anywhere near this person, your person's really reading that energy. That may not resonate for everybody, but leaving you hurt me too. See? This is a shadow, so this is something that your person's not seeing yet, okay? And this person might have, you know, you might have been the one to address this and address your feelings here, and this person might have been the one to say, I just wanted to have a good time. I don't want to be there for a long time, you know, and they might have got scared and left. But they'll figure this out later. You can't come with me. Well, maybe they see you, because I do get this, like I said, this person feels younger. I kind of got that in pile 1 too, but they see you as the Queen of Pentacles and them as the Page. So maybe this person feels like you're not someone that they could actually be in a relationship with, and that's why they were just kind of wanting to have fun here. I am happy that it's over. So if there was any kind of, this is a shadow, guys, keep that in mind. The bottom of the deck says, we are more alike than I admit. I do feel like this person keeps a lot of stuff internally. I don't feel like they're just coming to you and expressing themselves. But I am happy that it's over. I do feel like this person is kind of, look at there. There's a message card that's not supposed to be in this. Let's see what it says. I want you. Of course it does. Because like I said down here, your person still actually wants you. That's funny. That's that immature energy, guys. But when they say that it's happy that it's over, it's because if there was any kind of emotional turmoil here in this connection, and this person's not mature enough, like I said, to be able to deal with that. And they're glad that, you know, that part's over with, because they honestly, they just didn't want to deal with it. You're capable of that, but they are not. What is advice for pile 2, please, Spirit? Doubt. Offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. This is part of that 9 of Pentacles in reverse that we talked about for you. About you, you know, having that empowerment within yourself. Being able to discover that within yourself. Not wanting to be lonely, or knowing that you spent so much energy in towards this person in a hopeful place, and it might be, that doubt might be creeping in, okay? So your person is, no. These are for you. Why am I picking 2? I guess these are what you need to hear. Abundance. Divine beloved. Divine beloved. Please show me how to feel fully deserving to receive. I release my ego's plan and open to being a vehicle for abundance. Independence. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for your inner child, the more freestanding you become. Help me feed and love this inner child, dear Lord. These two cards are the same exact thing that I was explaining to you here with this Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is a heavy one here that your Spirit's wanting to address. Being able to have your independence and abundance independently is something that's very important for you to move on, to be able to move on here with. Okay, let's get one for your person. We'll close out. What's the advice for this person, Spirit? Pile 2's person. What's the advice for Pile 2's person? Self-love. Show me how to love myself. Show me how to take care of the inner child. Show me how to be kind within. Yep. When you step into self-forgiveness, so much can change on the outside. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Your person is not... one of the reasons that your person acts this way towards others or is not capable of putting others' feelings first or thinking about others' feelings is because they don't put their self first. They're not putting their self first. And this is a part of self-love that this person's going to transmute, or this person needs to go through. Especially when it says, when you step into self-forgiveness. That self-forgiveness is something your person's going to have to address or come up. It's going to come up later, like I said, because of this connection. Later on, they're going to have to forgive themselves for whatever they did in this connection and how they played out in this connection. Also where it says, show me how to be kind within. See, this person needs to still go through a lot of this understanding of self so that they can appreciate others in a way that you appreciate others. Okay, I'm going to leave y'all here. This is a pretty long reading. It was about an hour and 5 minutes. So, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope that y'all got whatever you needed out of it. I hope you gained some clarity out of this reading. But, yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all your subscriptions, your likes, your comments, all that good stuff. And, yeah, I hope to see you again. Thanks. Hey, Pile 3. Okay, so if you chose the White Newman's Tarot, then this is your reading. So what we're going to do here is, this is going to be a pretty long one, guys. The last pile was the longest, and it was about an hour and 5 minutes, actually. I spent a lot of time on their energy. Okay, so if you want to fast forward through this part where I have all the cards out, be my guest. The only thing that you'll miss is just me naming the cards as I pull them out. I may or may not say them during the reading. Sometimes I don't address it. I just carry on with the reading itself. But so what we're going to do here is I'm going to pull out what your thoughts about this person and this connection, your feelings and your actions are. I'm going to do the same for your person, and then down the middle we're going to get the connecting energies with the pocket tarot, and then I'm also going to pull out an oracle card for you, an oracle card for your person, and then after I do the reading towards the end, I might pull some message cards and then some advice cards. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull what your energies are towards this person, towards this connection. Okay, Spirit. What is this person's energy? What is this person's energy towards this connection? This Pile 3's person's energy. Y'all, hold on just 1 second. I'm going to grab some. Sorry if my chair is loud. This cat, Ruby, does not like my chair being pulled out like that at all. I think it kind of scares her. Sorry, I just want to clear the energy out more. I have some sage going over here, but this last pile was pretty heavy, so I'm just going to make sure I clear some stuff out of there. Okay, so what is Pile 3's thoughts towards this person and their connection. It's pile of threes. Okay. Wow. So we have the Four of Cups. Piles three, pile threes. Thoughts towards this person and this connection, spirit. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, what about this person's pile threes? Feelings towards this person and this connection here, spirit. The Nine of Swords in reverse. The Two of Wands in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. Wow. What about pile threes actions towards this connection? Have the Chariot in reverse. The Three of Cups in reverse. And the Six of Wands in reverse. Y'all don't be scared of reversals, by the way. Just another way for me to read the cards. Some of these cards actually mean, have a better meaning in reverse. So the bottom of the deck energy here is the Hermit in reverse. Yeah. You have the Nine of Wands under that. Okay, so we're going to use the Uncommon Tarot for your person's energy. I actually really love these cards. They're some of my most favorite cards. They are so pretty. I like to shuffle them too. I like the silver and the blue. Blue's my favorites. Okay. Okay, got kind of quiet with you guys. I'm not sure why that is, but I am seeing some pretty... I think it's because I'm kind of reading into your energy here, and your energies are very isolated at the moment, which we'll get into. And I'm sorry if you can hear my son in the background. He is playing his VR in the living room. It's being very loud. So far, for your person's thoughts, they have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. What else? Oh, these person's thoughts. The Ace of Cups in reverse. All three's person's thoughts. The Ace of Swords upright. What about their feelings, Spirit? All three's person's feelings. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. Wow, you have the Lovers in reverse. Kind of similar energies here. What are their feelings? And the Seven of Cups in reverse. What are their feelings towards this connection? They also have the Hermit in reverse as far as their feelings go. Similar, very similar energies with you and your person here. Whether you can see that physically or not. What is their actions? The Queen of Cups in reverse. What are their actions towards pile three? We have the Four of Swords in reverse. What are their actions towards pile three currently? We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. You also have the Nine of Swords. And your feelings. Their bottom of the deck energy is Five of Swords in reverse with the World in reverse. Wow. And Temperance in reverse. Okay. Guys, you are going to have to let me pause for a second so I can go tell my son to move into another room. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to use the Sacred Forest Oracles to kind of get an overall more in-depth look at both of your energies here, okay? So let's get an oracle for you. An oracle card for pile 3, please. They actually want me to take this one. Fire Spirit Energy number 17. Okay, now let's get one for your person. What about pile 3's person? We have Toadstools Growth number 44. Wow, y'all both have the number 8. They have 44 and you have 17, which both add up to 8. That's a progression. That's a progressive energy. That's a it's a mastery number. That number talks about mastery. It also talks about taking action. Manifestation as well. It's associated with strength, you know, in tarot. Okay, so we're going to get some connecting energies here with the Journey Tarot, Pocket Tarot. These are going to be what, really just what energies are you and your person are both in when it comes to your thoughts and your feelings and your actions here. But y'all have some of the similar cards here, similar energies going on. What is pile 3's person connecting thought, spirit? With the Ace of Pentacles. What are their connecting feelings? We have the Ace of Cups. Wow. What are their connecting actions? Strength in reverse. I just talked about strength. Isn't that crazy? The overall bottom of the deck here, you have the King of Wands in reverse. Wow. Okay. So pile 3, what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to start with your energies so that way you can see if you resonate with this or not. I do want to say though, sometimes it happens that these roles can be reversed. So kind of just take what resonates for you if you feel like this is more your person's energy. If not, maybe there's a message in another pile. These energies here, I feel like, from what I'm gathering overall, I feel like there was a disconnection here. And I feel like you are both in this energy of wanting to reconnect. It says a lot, guys, a whole lot, that when your connecting energies come up as the aces, especially when we're talking about your thoughts and you have the Ace of Pentacles to clarify the connecting energy. So you and this person are both in this energy of wanting a new beginning and wanting an opportunity, a grounded opportunity with one another. And then when we're talking about feelings, and we actually have the feelings card, the Ace of Cups, come up as your connecting energies, which this person has both of these as what on their side, by the way, or the Ace of Cups anyway. This is showing me that you and this person are both in this energy of desperately wanting a new opportunity and a new emotional opportunity at that, as far as your feelings go. For you both to have the Ace of Cups here, as far as your feelings go, says that you and this person are both feeling the same as far as those emotions, those new emotions. You're both wanting a new emotional beginning together. This couldn't be any better for you guys, pile 3. But the problem here is that lies, it's not really a problem. It's just the concern here is in your actions, because you have strength in reverses. You're connecting energies, which is telling me that you both kind of lack courage to take action in this connection. But the opportunities are there. But these are just opportunities, guys. Keep this in mind, that the opportunity presents itself. It's up to you to be able to play out that opportunity, or actually gain that opportunity that's there. So let's go ahead and get into this so that you can kind of figure out how you need to move forward here and where your person's at currently. I'm going to start with you and your energy. Sorry, my chair is really loud when I move it. Okay. So I'm actually going to focus here on your oracle card first. Like we already talked about, this is the number 8. Reduced down is the number 6, which is about healing. And I do feel like that you're still kind of in this energy of healing past some things that happened in this connection. But I do feel like you have a lot of motivation. You have a lot of drive, a lot of power, a lot of passion still within inside of you. I'm getting the 2 of Wands here with these two. I'm also feeling kind of a 2 of Swords energy. So I feel like you're in this position to where you're trying to still kind of heal, even though you're pretty much, I don't want to say that you're pretty much healed, but I feel like you've kind of balanced it out better from where you used to be. The 2 of Wands that I'm seeing here is from the fire. And what I'm getting from this is that I feel like you're wanting to kind of step outside your comfort zone at this point. I feel like you feel like you're ready and capable of being able to do that because your emotions are kind of more intact from where they used to be. There's something that happened here in this connection between the 2 of you, and I think you both kind of spent time apart. That's apparent because you both have the Hermit in reverse. So it's like you've already went through that introspection, and now you're kind of just spending time and kind of withdrawn or in isolation, deciding on how you're going to be able to move forward, even though the want to is there. I do feel like that you may be feeling kind of a fiery energy. You may be feeling kind of a passionate energy. This energy is there for a reason. It's there to help motivate you, to kind of help you to be able to gather your courage and your strength here, because that's one of the things that you're lacking. And it's because of the pain that was caused in this connection, okay? It's not something that you're not capable of. You are capable of it, but you're just kind of hesitant because of the pain. You don't want to feel that pain again. That was something that it's still kind of there. And also I feel like you don't want that pain to come out in a negative way. It's like you're trying to heal past whatever it was that happened there, and you want to move in a new direction with this connection or with this person. But you don't want to experience that pain again. So you are kind of in this little bit of a defensive kind of energy and guarded, maybe not defensive, kind of a guarded type energy where maybe before you were super vulnerable with this person, and now you're not as much as you were, okay? That's what I'm trying to get at. Okay. So the bottom of your deck energy here, like I said, is the Hermit in reverse. Under that, you have the 9 of Wands. So that's you being in this isolation mode, okay? With the 9 of Wands, it's like it's a challenge for you to come out of that. And it's like what I said, it's because of the pain that was caused here in this connection. You have the 9 of Cups underneath that, and Temperance is apparently wanting to show herself in reverse. So I feel like what this is insinuating here is that you feel like I said, you have your emotions intact with that 9 of Cups there. You feel like you have your emotions are in balance. Even though you do still feel this sadness, or the sadness still kind of creeps in on you at some times, you may feel like you just kind of cry out of nowhere, or you may feel as if you kind of almost have a relapse when it comes to this grief from this connection. but you feel like you're more capable of disciplining yourself and being able to control that and kind of feel it like a wave, you know, just kind of feel it and then move on past it. But it's because of this energy that you're feeling like it's a challenge stepping outside of that isolation, okay? I also feel like the loneliness part of it is part of what is making you feel that grief, what is making you feel that pain that comes up. It may not be so much so whatever happened in this connection. It may have a lot more to do with the fact of you miss this person. It's coming from, which is a sad, sorry, I had to take a second because that was sad. That was a sad emotion that popped up. It's coming from you feeling this disconnection. You kind of miss this person. I have to say, well, I'll get to that in a second. Sorry, sometimes I get kind of ahead of myself. The imageries on these cards here stick out to me in a lot of different ways, and I'm seeing a lot of intuitive stuff popping out in my vision here. So we're gonna start here with your thoughts. So you have the Four of Cups here right off the bat with your thoughts. The Nine of Wands in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse. That Five of Cups in reverse is that part of that, what you're trying to kind of move on past. What you're trying to gather the strength for is to be able to, I feel like you're trying to put yourself, sorry about my dogs. I feel like you're trying to put yourself in a place where you feel as if you're capable to emotionally move forward with this person. Okay, pile 3. You've had 2 interruptions so far. So I want to say, sorry, that FedEx guy showed up and my dogs were losing their minds. I have to say, there could have been some interruptions in this connection, and that could have been part of what caused the disconnect. This could have been something karmic, whether it's from this person's side or your side, or maybe possibly both. There was some kind of karmic, I'm feeling like there was something going on here that was disruptive to this connection. Okay? And it might have not have been the sole reason. There was some kind of disruption here in this connection, but it didn't help it. Okay, so that had to be said. So let me go ahead and move on here. Okay, so we were talking about, and I don't know how long this reading's going to be now because I had to stop it, so my timer got reset. We were talking about your thoughts here. So you have the Four of Cups here. So as far as your thoughts go, I feel like this is kind of that energy what I was feeling as you may be a little bit too guarded because of whatever you experienced in this connection. And you may be really focused in on that cup, right? That possibly you offered to this person. And I am seeing that in this imagery here of these cards, because they have the Ace of Cups in reverse when it comes to their thoughts. And it's like you're holding this cup here, this Four of Cups. It's the idea of it. And it's like this is in reverse here because it's a cup maybe this person didn't take. So this is something that's still kind of on your mind. And as far as your thoughts go, whenever you think about this person and this connection, you do, I feel like, kind of reminisce or focus maybe too much on the fact that this person might not want to take your cup of love. You know, this person, even though you want to have a new opportunity here with this person, it's like you're trying to approach this new opportunity in a completely different way from what you did in the past. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're focused. I don't feel like you're, with the Nine of Wands too being in reverse, it's like you're not really focused in so much on the connection this go around as being fun. Like, I don't know how else to say this, and I don't mean this in any kind of negative way. It's just the what you experienced here with this Five of Cups here, and you're trying to move on past that. It's like you're dumping your cup out. And you're trying to like have this new beginning with this person, but not in any kind of passionate way. It's like you're, instead of walking in with all this vulnerability and these emotions, you're more so remembering what happened in the past here and trying to come forward in a more subtle, in a more isolated way. Now, I want to point out that it's possible that there's some self-sabotaging energies when it comes to that. So like I said, you need to really make sure that you're not putting up that guard too much. You know, you still want to be able to be authentic with this person and true to who you are and how you really feel about this person. Because let's just get that part straight. The feelings didn't go anywhere in this connection. You still feel that way. That's why you're grieving as much as you are. And that's why you're trying to move on past that grief here. You know, you really are trying to change your whole thought process and how you have this connection with this person. And you may be trying to read off of their energy a little bit into that, like how much you should give in this connection. But it's like you're trying to protect yourself, so you don't want to give too much like you did before. You're trying to find that balance. That's why that Temperance wanted to show herself there. It's not quite there yet, but you're trying to find that balance where you're comfortable. And right now, as far as your thoughts go, that new beginning is there for the both of you. Just be very careful about, you know, putting too much of a guard up there. You want to have a guard, not a barrier. You know, I mean, I don't know how I was trying to say that, but you want to have you want to be able to have a place where you can open that gate, you know, when you're ready. Where you can still let some emotions out of there. You don't want to have a barrier up there. It's just a boundary, okay? So you really need to really focus and pay attention to that. And we'll get some advice for that because I feel like you definitely need it. As far as your feelings go, well, it's funny here because I didn't notice this while I was talking about this card here, but you actually do have the Two of Wands, even though it's in reverse. But look how similar these are. Do you see how there's the two flames that are here, which is not always the case with the Two of Wands? Sometimes there's just two wands here in the imagery, but this one actually has the two flames here. And the way that this person's holding their hand out is the same way that this girl's holding her hands out. You see the similarities here in these two cards? Isn't that crazy? I feel like that's crazy. So the Two of Wands is very, very, very significant for you. Now it's in reverse in your feelings because I don't feel like you're quite ready to kind of plan out what you really want in this connection. And that goes to show that that's just that, you know, that barrier that you have there. Because I feel like you have a lot of, here's what I feel. Honestly, I feel like this person maybe turned you down in some kind of way in the past. And I feel like because of that, I feel like that's a lot of where this barrier comes in. And I feel like you want to have a new beginning with this person, and the want to even have an emotional beginning is there. But I feel like you're also going back and reminiscing in your mind whatever happened before in this connection, which is making it hard for you to be able to see the future of where this is going. And you have a little bit of that fear of this person not choosing you again, that's holding you back. And it's very significant. I do feel like you're a type of person that cries a lot at nighttime. I feel like you feel like a relapse of that Five of Cups, that grieving, that disappointment energy that comes in a lot when you're, by yourself, alone at night, because you can't run away from your feelings at that time. It's like you try to go to sleep. You could even be having these dreams that are causing these energies to come in. And also, there's a lot of passion here that is driving, like a driving force for both of you, that you're both reminiscing on. And I feel like that too kind of creeps in at night maybe, which helps bring up those emotions that you felt of that missing this person, that energy of missing this person. But those fiery energies are there for a reason, because it's trying to get you to address the fact that the feelings that you have for this person are still there. That way, Spirit's trying to kind of push you in that direction of where you don't sabotage this new beginning here that's possible. So those fiery energies are there to help support you and your emotions and how you really feel towards this person, so that you don't forget, what you felt before, and try to completely block that off so you don't get hurt. They're trying to get you to recognize that they're still there. Those feelings are still there, just like they were. They haven't gone anywhere. You've just kind of went through them, So the Lovers in reverse is part of that. It's part of that fear that this connection's, you're going to get hurt again in this connection. Or that you need to, there's not a balance here. This person doesn't see you in the same way that you see them. Okay? Okay. So, when it comes to your actions, this is, to me, as a reader, is kind of frustrating to see, because I know that if these cards were upright, it would tell a much different story, way different story. I feel like this would be a positive direction that you're headed in here. But the Strength in reverse, it kind of explains why these aren't upright. So you have the Chariot in reverse, which talks about, it's like you're wanting to take the reins here. You're wanting to drive this or take action here in this connection in a good, positive way, right? You know that you want to move forward, but you're really still not knowing which direction that you're going to take here. And I feel like I said, that has a lot to do with, I don't feel like you know where this person is emotionally or even in their thoughts about you. I don't feel like you know what this person's feeling, thinking, anything. I feel like you have a lot of assumptions of that. I do feel like you possibly can pick up on this person's energy a lot, but sometimes I also feel like you can kind of get in your own head, and that illumination's not really there. You don't really know if that's more your feelings, or maybe you're picking up on some of your person's feelings, or what they feel compared to what their actions are I feel like two completely different things for this person. I don't feel like this person's actions are a very good representation of how they feel for you at all. And I feel like that's why it leaves you in this energy of not knowing which direction to take. I do feel like you want to have some time with this person. I feel like you're wanting to connect with this person. Yeah, that's heavy, guys. You miss that. You miss that a lot. I feel like you really miss the closeness that you had with this person a lot. That's where this pain is. You know, I feel like you're like, okay, I went through the grief part. I'm moving on past the disappointment of what happened. But you still have these episodes of sadness that pop up. And those come up a lot of the times, like I said, during those thoughts of that passion that you experienced with this person, is because of the missing them. It's because it reminds you of the closeness that you had. And that's what you miss. That's what you miss. That's where the emotion's coming from. I do feel like you've healed a lot, a whole lot. And that's why you feel internally that you're not in balance, even though you're trying to be. That's the idea. That's this part that you haven't been able to quite put the pieces together on. And that's what it is you're just missing this person. You're missing their friendship. You're missing their the closeness that you shared. That's like the Six of Wands in reverse here. Is you're kind of wanting to move into this direction, but you don't know, you don't have that hopeful energy like you used to. You used to have this energy probably of, nothing can stop this connection. That y'all have a bond, a strong bond of some sort, and nothing's going to stop the connection. It's different compared to other connections that you've had. And even if this person's not around you all the time, that bond is still there. And it's like with the Six of Wands in reverse is your actions. I feel like you've kind of lost a little bit of your hope when it comes to that. I feel like you've kind of took whatever this person didn't take or whatever actions they are giving you, and you feel as if you can't put your head in that same place of nothing's going to break this. That's where this strength in reverse comes in. Okay. That's a sad, it's kind of a, it's kind of a sadder energy. There's just a lot of doubt there. And it's coming from it's not coming from a place of the present, it's coming from a place of the past. Does that make sense? You're having a hard time letting go of what happened. And without being able to let go of what happened completely, you're not going to be able to move into this new beginning the way that is presenting itself for you. Okay. I have to point out that I feel like if there is a new beginning here, which is something that you're both, like I said, wanting, I do feel like there's going to be some things that are illuminated in this connection from this person as far as their emotions go, but I don't feel like it's something that's going to be completely illuminated, I'm getting that because of the moon here that's on this card here is, it's not a full moon, and I feel like that's part of what this is. I feel like this person's kind of committing to, if they have this new beginning with you, putting some of their emotions into this, whereas before they didn't. But they're not going to show you like the full spectrum, okay? Okay, so let's talk about this person's, oracle. This person, guys, has had a lot of growth due to this connection internally inside themselves. It's not only about you and the feelings that they have for you. I feel like it's also about, I also feel like it's about this person personally, with inside themselves. They've had a lot of growth. You know, this does say growth on it, but there's also a lot of butterfly here and a lot of mushrooms. Mushrooms are about, you know, mushrooms grow in damp, cold areas and dark places. And I feel like this person maybe has recently came through maybe a dark place in their life, possibly pertaining to some sort of foundation that they're trying to develop here, or something has rocked their foundation, or they've changed their foundation, maybe pertaining to their home environment. But something that has, as part of their shadows, that they have learned about themselves because of this foundation being rocked. And I feel like they've kind of discovered new things about themselves that's kind of helped them to grow and transform, not only internally, but to be able to recognize and see this connection in a different way. You know, to be able to recognize that they haven't always put their emotions out there, and they maybe have kept those isolated or to themselves. And it's like almost like this person's starting to realize how they have kind of had this armor, right? Carried this armor on them, and how that actually affects people that they care about, where they didn't see it before. But I do feel like they're still growing. I don't feel like they're fully there, kind of like this here. That's why they can't put all their emotions involved into this. It's just like they just want to invest a little bit at a time. You know, they kind of want to see things grow a little bit at a time. So their bottom of the deck energy is the Five of Swords in reverse, the World in reverse, and the Temperance in reverse. You also have the Temperance in reverse. Internally, they're a little off balance as well. They know that there needs to be some kind of closure here. This connection's not over for this person. And Ruby just clarified that. What's wrong, baby? But you have the Five of Swords in reverse here is because this person, guys, has had a lot of inner conflict that's going on inside of them because they know that this connection is not over. And they don't want it to be over. That's part of that conflict that they're experiencing here. I do feel like some time apart from this person, and this is kind of an overall collective energy that's happening right now, but I do feel like the time away from this person has made them kind of have a new introspection about this connection and their emotions and where their emotions lie with this connection. So they're still needing to internally balance themselves out as well. I feel like if both you and this person could be able to balance your internal self out in this connection, then this strength here would be upright, and y'all would be able to move forward here and have this new beginning that you're both wanting. So let's see where that is for your person. So in their thoughts, they have the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Ace of Swords here. So your person, as far as their thoughts go, okay, they're having this new, like I said, with this Ace of Swords, they're having this new mental clarity when it comes to the lack in this connection. You know, it's almost like this person is like figuring out that they miss you. It's like they're like, oh my gosh, I think I miss pile 3 like really bad. It's like, duh. You know, it's like they're with this Ace of Swords here. That is that opportunity, right? Because it is an ace. But it's an opportunity to have this new breakthrough. They're having this breakthrough here about this Ace of Cups in reverse and this Ten of Pentacles. And they want this Ace of Pentacles. You know, they have 3 aces here. It's like this person has had this clarity and this breakthrough. And it's like they're cutting through all that crap, right? They're cutting through all those, all that cloudedness that was there before. And now they're like, I miss this person. I miss pile 3. And they're recognizing that they have a lot of emotion for you, and that's there in their thoughts. They're recognizing the fact that there was a lot of abundance in this connection, a lot of things that were very enjoyable to this person in this connection. And they're missing that. They're kind of reminiscing on that. And they're wanting this new opportunity with you. Now, when it comes to their thoughts, I feel like this person's still a little overwhelmed. I feel like they do feel this loneliness, right? Y'all both have that Hermit in reverse here. They have it in their thoughts. They're still kind of isolating themselves when it comes to their thoughts. They're not approaching you with anything like this quite yet. Even though the want to is there, I don't feel like this person's going to come in and say, I want to have a new emotional beginning with you. I want to open myself up to you. I didn't do that before. I want to do that now. That's not going to be the case here. This person's not going to come out and say this to you. I feel like this is something that they're just kind of wanting to grow from. And it's because they don't know where you are here. You know, you have the 2 of Cups. You have the Lovers in reverse. You don't know it either. That's the thing. But they don't know where you are. You know, when the 2 of Cups comes up in reverse, it's like they know that this connection was disrupted by some things. And they don't know if they trust this new emotional beginning here. You know, this person probably has some trust issues in their past that they've carried with them. And it's almost like they do trust you as a person in a way, but they don't trust putting their emotions into something like this with you at this moment in time. You know, and you're not there either, and it's because of what happened in the past. This person's coming in small steps. You know, they're just having this breakthrough here. They're still overwhelmed with which direction to take this, though. They know there's a lot of different choices here. I do feel like your person's the one that's wanting to take the direction towards you, but they don't have courage here yet. You know, they have a whole lot of anxiety behind that. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with, it's kind of like pile 1's energy in a way. I feel like this person's, you know, wanting a new emotional connection with you, or wanting to ground a new opportunity here with you is not a question. This person does want that. But how they're going to go about doing it is something that overwhelms, even the thought of this overwhelms this person. And it's because of a lot of it is they don't know where you stand with them. And you don't either. This bond, and this is one of the reasons why I feel this way, that you felt with this person, this bond you felt with this person, and the way that y'all both kind of isolated yourselves. You're both in this lonely energy because you're missing one another. But the way that you've kind of isolated yourself here has actually, it's an indicator that neither one of you really understand where the other one lies as far as your emotions and as far as your thoughts about one another. And that's why this new beginning hasn't happened yet. You know, that's why you're both afraid to take action here. You both lack courage here. It's because neither one of you want to get hurt. You don't want to get hurt because you put yourself out there in the past. This person doesn't want to get hurt because I feel like this person has a hard enough time trusting people, period. And I feel like they don't want to also make a fool of themselves. You know, they don't want to feel rejected. Especially because I feel like it takes a lot for this person to put their self out there. Like that takes a lot for this person to do that, to address any kind of emotion. I feel like they're very, very introverted. And I feel like when they do something like that, it means a whole lot. And I'm not saying it doesn't mean anything if you do it. I'm just saying this person doesn't do that. And they definitely don't want to be rejected. And I feel like they're kind of afraid of that. Because they know they hurt you, you know? Okay, so their actions. I kind of already talked about this a little bit. But I want to say that you have the Four of Swords here in reverse. And I feel like this person has been thinking about what actions they're going to take here a lot. And maybe too much. I feel like they've overthought it. I feel like they've overthought how you felt. So now they're actually in this Nine of Swords energy, which you're in as well, but you're in it as in your feelings. Because you've overthought that. They've overthought their actions. Because they're trying to step outside their comfort zone here. They are trying to do that. And it's because of whatever happened here in the past. But, Ruby, what are you doing? But the Nine of Swords, when it comes up in reverse, this person's having a lot of deep-rooted fears there about taking action towards you. And a lot of it's because, I mean, the swords mean different things. These are all different kinds of illusions, of outcomes, worry, anxiety, stress, all these things that this person's thinking could happen if they approach you. You know, they're thinking about all of it. And because they're thinking about all of that, it's clouding their judgment as far as an action. You know, they're still fearful of the way that you're going to react to them. And some of it is because of this Queen of Cups in reverse. Which is, they feel a little bit insecure, I feel, about how you feel about them. You know, they still feel a little insecure about, I feel as if this person maybe feels, okay. I don't know if you've said something to this person, or if this person, I feel like this is possibly just a part of their illusions that they're developing here because of the over anxious energy. But I feel like this person kind of feels like you may feel as if you're too good for them. And that's causing an insecurity within. That's an illusion. That's an illusion that they're dealing with. They're really tired here. They're really needing to address this energy. They need to just kind of, your person needs to pull back and take a break from thinking about taking action here. It's almost like they're going to sabotage themselves if they don't just relax and just let things flow, you know? It's almost like they're in this thought process of, you know, I'm damned if I do and I'm damned if I don't. You know, it's going to suck either way. If I don't put myself out there, I'm going to regret it because of how I'm feeling now. But if I do put myself out there and this person rejects me or whatever in any kind of way, I'm going to regret that too. You know, that's going to make me feel I finally put myself out there and then they turn me down. You know, this is over analyzing your person's doing. You're kind of in the same sense, but you're kind of more, yours is a little bit different. The way that you're addressing it's a little bit different. You know, yours is about your feelings and putting yourself out there. because you don't want to get hurt again. Your person's never been in that energy before. You know, they're wanting to. Okay, so I'm going to get some messages. Let's do that. Let's do some message cards. I'm going to get some for you and your person. And then we'll get some advice before we close out here. I have no idea how long it's been because I had to pause. Dang it. I hate it when that happens because I have to fix them. Okay. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to see what comes out as far as what your person would say to you if they could. And then we're also going to do some for you, and then we'll do some for also the connecting energies. I'm curious to how the connecting energies are going to come out, what's going to come out, because y'all do have these two aces here wanting this new beginning. So here we go. Let's see. So what would pile 3 say to their person if they could say anything, Spirit? What would pile 3 say to this person if they could say anything? We have, I am not available. See, you're not wanting to put yourself out there. You're wanting to kind of just pick up and feel on this person's energy. I feel like you've done that before, and like I said, there was some kind of rejection there, and I don't feel like you're just like, yeah, I'm just going to kind of tiptoe my way around this because I don't know how this person's feeling, and I definitely don't want to get rejected 2 times. I've already been through this pain. Oh, I love you. Yes, you do. And you know that. You still want that Ace of Cups. It's hard for you to admit, I feel. I want to be more than just friends. Yes, you do. You still want that Ace of Cups. Oh. Well, one more eruption. Eruption. That just brought something to my mind. This person could possibly come to you with this new beginning with the intent of doing it very slow and patiently. And they could actually, when they do get into that energy, because of the passionate energy that's driven behind the 2 of you, because these are the 2 cards here, guys, that are the bottom of the deck energy for overall connecting energies. You have the Knight of Cups and the King of Wands. When the King of Wands comes up in reverse, it's very impulsive. And the Knight of Cups is that romantic offer. And I feel like this person maybe have the intention of coming in slow and steady. But whenever that happens and they're face to face with you, it's very possible that because of that fiery passion that you are both feeling, it might kind of have an eruption there. Okay? So let's get one more for you. You were the best thing in my life. Yeah, you miss this person. Definitely. What about this person? What would this person say to pile 3 if they could say anything, Spirit? I remember every detail of that day. So if there's a particular day here that this person, wow, if this is right on top of that Ace of Cups in reverse, so it's making me want to say, this person rejected you or whatever, in whatever way, the day that they did that, and that's something that this person's thinking about, and it's also something that's helping them have this mental clarity that they didn't have, this breakthrough that they didn't have before about how they feel. That's why I feel like it's so hard for this person to approach you now. I speak to you through music, so you may actually listen to a lot of music that kind of that song, you know, that comes on the radio you've never heard before, or whatever it is, and you start listening to it and you're like, oh my God, like if this was my person, I feel like this is what they would be saying to me. We both know I'm not the one for you. See, this is that person having that, like I kind of talked about this with this 2 of Cups in reverse. They're having a hard time wrapping their head around the idea of being able to have this connection with you that they want. it follows up with the, you know, it's part of what these illusions are that they feel, this fear that they have. I look for you everywhere. So if this person goes out and about, I feel like they are, if they go to a lot of places where you and them went, or if they go to a lot of places they know you'll be, if they're anywhere like that, I do feel like they kind of keep their eye out for you. I do feel like this person's in that feeling of, you know, it's part of this though. It's like if they ever ran into you, you know, somewhere, how would it be? How would they act? What would they say? It's kind of like that. It's that overanalyzing energy. Okay, so let's see what your connecting energies would be. What are the connecting energies, Spirit? What would these two people in pile 3, what would they say to one another? What do they both feel? Okay. I hide who I really am from you. Yeah, you're both. That's why you don't know anything about each other and how you're feeling and seeing each other in this connection. It's because you're both hiding that for different reasons that we talked about. I am becoming a better person. Yeah, I do feel like that you're coming better. You and this person are both have that temperance in reverse. So you're both trying to balance yourselves out internally before you have some kind of new beginning here in this connection. You know, you're both, you both want to say I want to each other, okay? So I'm not going to take all these, but I am going to take the 2 that flipped. So let's see what they say. One says we need to let each other go. That's that energy of I'm not available and we both know that I'm not the one for you. And then next to it you have I hope that you can forgive me one day. See, I feel like this is where your weaknesses are. I feel like you are having a hard time, kind of like this person is, being able to see how this connection is going to work between the 2 of you. And I don't feel like this has a lot to do with you and this person. I feel like it has a lot to do with those disruptions that we talked about in the beginning of your read. You know, I feel like there's a lot of disruptions that happened outside of you and this person. Like I said, it was pertaining to, I felt some karma, maybe karmic partners in your past. But I do feel like, see, you are in this action energy of trying to be comfortable with the fact that you may have to completely let this person go. But it's actually, like I said, it's that barrier that you're putting up. Not a boundary, a barrier, you know. You got to be really careful with that because you don't want to get hurt again. Your person, on the other hand, I hope that you can forgive me one day. See, I feel like your person doesn't know how you feel. And I feel like your person's afraid that they hurt you too bad. That's one of the illusions, one of the thoughts. And that's why they can't take action here right now. Because that's where that weakness is. You know, they don't know that you're going to forgive them for whatever happened or what kind of energy you're in. So they have this hope that you will forgive them because they definitely still want something here with you. Okay, so I'm going to get some advice for both of you through, we are going to use, what are we going to use, Spirit? I guess we'll use the Wild Offering Oracles. So this new beginning is coming as long as you and this person are able to approach it authentically. Authentically, okay? That means you have to step outside of your fear of putting that guard up there, okay? And your person's got to step outside of that overanalyzing energy of what could happen in this connection so that you both can step into a flow, more flowing like energy. You know, you both need to be able to just say that you want a new beginning here of some sort with this person, and you're just going to allow things to play out like they're going to play out, and not let fear kind of hold you back from what you desire, which is a new beginning here. You know, be authentic to who you are. Be authentic to those feelings that you're feeling. And this person kind of needs to step in that same line. Okay, so let's see what advice they have for you. What advice do you have for pile 3 in this connection? What advice do you have for pile 3 in this connection, Spirit? Empowerment. When you ask the divine, that came out in pile 2 as well. When you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. This is what I just talked about, guys. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Sorry, I couldn't get that out. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. This is exactly what I just got done saying. This is when you step into that authentic self and kind of leave that worry. And I know it's hard because of what you've experienced here. But at some point, you have to just kind of release what was, release the past to have a fresh new beginning, if that's what you want. You know, if you miss this person like you do and you want that second chance, you want to give that person a second chance, you have to be able to release that past energy and move forward. You know, not keep looking back. I feel like we look back to because there's lessons that we need to learn, but I feel like you've learned that. You need to keep pushing yourself forward. That is where you're going to feel this empowerment. That's where you're going to be able to be authentic, moving into this new beginning. Okay? You know those feelings are there. You know you love this person. You know you want something with this person. Don't deny yourself of that because of the fear of being hurt again. You know, every moment that you share with someone in happiness is a gift. Regardless of the grieving part of it, every moment that you share is a gift that brings you any kind of joy or happiness. That's what you need to remember. That's how you need to move forward. What would this, okay. I saw this so many times. Your person has a lot, actually. I'm not going to take them all. I'm going to tell you what they are. But number 1 here is direction, and it showed itself to me twice when I was shuffling. Lord, please show me the right action right now. This is what your person's struggling with. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body. That's that passionate energy that's pushing this person. And if for some reason I'm about to head in the wrong way, please stop me. So this is the divine, I feel like, is helping push this person in the right direction, okay? I do feel like that they are going to be able to release all this worry. And I do feel like that this person, even if there's some kind of delay here for this new beginning, I feel like they are going to come back around the bend, okay? They're going to come back around and be able to pick up and heal this stuff. They also have true love, despair, and hardships. What the heck? I'm just going to read them all. Why not? Why not? Because that's what this person's problem is that they're overanalyzing things. So let's do true love first. We'll do them in order. These might be helpful for you as well. So keep that in mind. These could be connecting energies, guys. Actually, I'm feeling that way now that I said that. True love. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner, but this solidarity actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet, dear Lord, and know true love. See, y'all both have the Hermit here in reverse. And when it says that about this will lead to your deepest intimacy, I feel like it's definitely leading you in that direction because you're feeling that isolation, that missing this person. I feel like this is supposed to help empower you, though, so that you can become your more authentic self. You know, not to be looking for this person to fulfill any of your needs, but just to want this person, to simply want them. Despair. I need your divine interception right now. Oh, great spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. Yeah. See, I feel like this is the energy again of you both just missing each other. To be honest with you, this is just like, this is representation to me that I feel like you're both getting in your own way. Because you both want the same thing. But I feel like you're both just over analyzing every feeling and every thought that's happened in this connection, where you really just need to shed the old stuff so that you can just move forward into this new beginning. Hardship. May I embrace what's happening right now. As baffling or painful as it is, help me, God, to trust where you are guiding me. I am yours. This is what, like, the universe is trying to, they're trying to say, okay, you've learned what you needed to learn in this connection. This person's learned what they needed to learn in this connection. And you're both at this point to where you can kind of bring this together from what you've experienced and have a brand new beginning here with love. You know, there's new things, new emotions, new feelings, new experiences that you and this person are at this point to where the universe is trying to bring you together, because those are things that you need to experience with this person. This new environment with this person. Things that you haven't got to see in this person yet. And this person hasn't got to see in you yet. There's so much new stuff that's going on here. And it's just like, you're both just needing to, like I said, just shed that old stuff. Get rid of that so that you can move forward. Okay. I'm actually going to get one card for you guys before I close out. This is the Enchanted Map Oracles. There's a message here, I feel like, for you. So let's see what that is. What message? Okay. Well, 2 cards just flew right out of the deck. Let's see what we have. So we have, oh my gosh, look at that, guys. The number 8, again, come together. I don't really need to say a whole lot about that. I mean, that says everything, doesn't it? That says everything. We talked about the number 8. You have that 8 in reverse, the strength in reverse. Y'all need to come together. You need to find your strength here and come together with one another. This says magic prayer, the number 32, which adds up to the number 5. It's also 3 is about growth and creation, and number 2 is about decisions and that partnership. And I feel like this is saying that there's something going on here behind the scenes that neither you or this person are aware of in this connection. I feel like you're supposed to be in this energy of coming together for a reason. And I feel like there's a lot of changes, like I said, that are going to take place here in this connection that are coming in for the both of you. This is a call here that you need to kind of give this over to the universe or God or whoever. You need to kind of pass this over and, you know, just kind of let the magic happen in this connection and kind of step into that free-flowing energy. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave y'all there. I have no idea how long this reading was because I had to pause so many times, but that's another thing. I feel like maybe every time this person maybe gets an opportunity to take some kind of action in this connection, something maybe happens or comes up. I feel like there's been some delays here. But I feel like the delays are also purposeful because this person's not quite in the, you know, they're not quite balanced enough to be able to come forward just yet. But they're getting there. The opportunity's there. Okay? Okay, guys. I hope this resonated for you. I hope this all made sense. And I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Hope that you got some clarity here in this reading. And thank you so much for being here. Thanks for your likes and your subscriptions and your comments. And all that stuff. I appreciate every single bit of interaction that y'all give, and that I feel like I'm, just not sitting here talking to myself. And that y'all get these messages and they help y'all in some kind of way. So that's what I'm trying to do here. But thank y'all so much for that. And yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you again.